Hello, everybody. My name is Tournament King. I am the host and owner of the Tournament Kingdom Discord server, and I will also be your caster for today for the November 15th, 2025 ARAM Mayhem tournament. This is the first ever ARAM Mayhem tournament that I've ever hosted, and I will attempt to solo cast while hosting. We'll see how that goes. But we have 8 teams, which kind of surprised me how many participate in this. But we have Boneshark Wizards. We'll whiz through this real quickly. Check PayPal. This graphic is a little outdated. They should have different players. Check Venmo. Again, 2 separate teams. Check PayPal, check Venmo. They separated. Cozy House. We have Are You Not Amused? We have Queefazoids. We have Tall But Small. And we have You in Luong Neighborhood. But this game that we are spectating will be Queefazoids versus Tall But Small. And we're currently in a spectator light. Let's hope that this works. There's been a lot of client issues today. I think it's more so on my end, which, I want the players to have a smooth experience, but with all due respect, I think I'm pretty important in making sure everything functions properly, so fingers crossed that we have no more technical difficulties. Again, as I stated, I will be solo casting this, and I will also be hosting, so you'll probably see a lot of behind the scenes stuff, but we shall see. Hopefully we don't get a black screen. There we go, loading in. It's going to be hard to talk about the augments because Riot Games does not do a very good job of making it easy to figure out. However, I will try my best. You can figure it out. It's just going to be a little slow. And I will try to rush through it because there might not be too much time because they might just instantly start team fighting. As I stated, this is Tall But Small versus Queefazoids. Tall But Small is running Janna, Brand, Caitlyn, Cassante, Fizz, while Queefazoids are running Mel, Darius, Malzahar, Annie, Evelyn. A lot of AP on the Queefazoid side. Brand, I think, is one of the strongest champions from personal experience, from the little gameplay that I have had played. Because I just think Magic Missile, I think Infernal Conduit is the burn one. It's just really good on Brand. Interesting Evelyn pick. I think that's just a comfort pick. I believe Creamy Pie plays that a decent bit. Mel is just an insane champion on this map. As we are finally loaded in, let's make sure we are live. Open this up. So the only way you can actually see augments is if you right-click on each individual person. Left-click, right-click. Each person individually. Creamy Pie is disconnected. That's rough. And see what they take. Let's see if he reconnects. Let's hope that he does. Game has been paused. Uh-oh. Let me make sure I have my Discord muted so I can join. Join their voice chat. Are you guys in? Well, it sounds like they're actually in it because they said we are getting poked like crazy. So I assume they're back in it. Let's hope that we can get back in it. Play will resume. Might need... There we go. Okay. Whew. Let's see here. Okay, we'll try to quickly breeze through this. Caitlyn has Transmuted Omnisoul, 3 Dragons. Zero Zen has Outlaw's Grit. He gets Magic and Armor resist with mobility. Rabble Rousing for Cassante. Brand, the most important one, has Magic Missile. He has it. As we're already getting away in the fights, I won't be able to talk about the augments. I don't like the fact that this froze. Okay, there we go. Weird technical difficulties. Janna, what does Janna have? Has Recursion, Ability Haste. Water Elf has Executioner, deals extra damage whenever they're low health. W, Ability Haste, as Mago gets tagged by the Caitlyn Caliburnet. Creamy Pie has E, Ability Haste. Lako-chan has Marks Mage, your attack steal. Interesting. I think that might scale with his Voidlings. We shall see. I think that covers everyone. Dr. Phil, I don't think we did him. He has Dawnbringer's Resolve, so whenever he gets lower health, he's going to get health back. Builds-wise, nothing too crazy from what I can tell. Pretty standard starts. Now, we can actually talk more about the game instead of the augments. Magic Missile Brand, insanely strong. Procs on his passive. As they pick Lako-chan, Lako-chan has a nice flash to safety. Liminik has the Mountain Soul. I think he has the Omni Soul upgrade. He does. So he has Mountain Soul, Hextech Soul, and Ocean Soul. Pretty good dragons for the RNG. As Snowball lands onto Mago. And First Blood goes over to Caitlyn. Liminik. Laminac? I don't think this player was originally registered. There were some substitutes that came in, so my apologies if I butcher some names. Zako-chan will be low, hiding in the bush. Having a hard time clearing this wave for the Queefazoids. Mego teleports back in using the cannon. Jono Tornado will go wide. LE lands, good poke. Water Elf with that Reflect, all eyes will be on him. A Brand Alt Reflect would be absolutely massive once they hit level 6. Level 5. Now remember, at level 7 you get your second augment, so it's going to be kind of a race for level 7 here. As Water Elf does dodge the Brand Q, we'll get back to the heal. Both teams have very good wave clear. So it should be kind of a slow-paced game until one team is completely wiped. Then it will probably just straight up end with how Mayhem works. Water Elf does go down by the poison or the burn of the Fizz hit. Giving Caitlyn some of that plan as well as Beanie, the brand. Stun onto Cassante, dashes forward but decides to dash out. Caitlyn doing a nice job putting these traps. So the Bilgewater map is really good for Caitlyn because the map is smaller. There's less space to move around. So you can create these zones of just traps that they just can't play around. So good trap positioning here so far. And there's no way of people knowing the maps. I told everyone to pick random, assuming they actually followed that, which I hope they did. It's randomly selected Bilgewater. So just luck there. As Zero Zen goes in, does not be able to take the Pogo Vault out. Overall builds, again, nothing too crazy so far. I think we'll see a very standard meta build here. Zako-chan alting the Cassante, anti-ult following up, and then the Darius comes down, does take him out. Creamy Pie dashes out. Oh, there goes the Fizz ult. That's bye-bye to Darius. Mego goes in, uses a W to stun them, but she will go down as well. It is now a 1 for 3, actually, in favor of Talbot Small. Zero Zen dives in, has the bush, won't be able to be seen by the tower. Does E to remove the tower aggro. As Dr. Phil and Mego return, Creamy Pie getting low. We'll get some of his health regen from his passive. Very, very little because he doesn't have too much AP. You see him get about a quarter HP back. Faye getting much lower. Mel uses the ult to execute Faye, and that will be Janna. Need to buy. But that is, what level is she? I don't know, it doesn't say. She might be level 7, which is actually quite nice, because level 7 means you get your next augment. So we'll see what she has, assuming she is actually level 7 here. Evelyn Charm lands onto Fizz, but we'll just E out of here as the first tower is taken in favor of Talbot Small. Dr. Phil will be okay for now. Pulled in, actually saying, you're fighting me this time. Oh, Cassante ults, but it happens to go under tower. Everyone's so low, but the brand and the magic missile damage is huge. Mego lands the snowball, will go in, has stun, stuns 2. Mego will burn down to the brand passive and the magic missile combo. Water Elf is getting low W's that will not reflect it. And the Caitlyn ult comes in after using the Mel W. And then Zako-chan stands on a trap and goes down. Ooh, Faye. Level 7 now. Did she actually get the augment or was she level 6 when she died? She did get the augment. She has Fuel the Burn, Ignite, and Exhaust on all nearby enemy champions. Let's take a look at other people's augments. We have Laser Heal. Interesting. Going more of a support type of augment here. Interesting decision on the Cassante. Zero Zen going for the Wooglitz Witch Cap. That will be very nice to get that 50% AP as Dr. Phil goes in. Oops, sorry about the camera. Dr. Phil gets knocked into by the Cassante. Q3, Faye flashes the Tibbers. Lemonac gets low, does go down by the Evelyn. Zero Zen will also go low, does have flash. Will the burn be enough? It will not. Janna's shield protects him as well. Mego chasing with Tibbers. Good flash by Mego, stunning 3 people. Zero Zen does get the plant, he does get some shield back. And the E lands onto Mego. Dr. Phil trying to get in that little corral. And Vorpal gets pulled in as the Mel ult comes down. Cassante goes down as well. Jono Tornado knocks up Creamy Pie to try and peel for Beanie. And this is the moment where they need to get a good push in here. You have the Voidlings. You have a decent amount of minions. You have Charm onto Beanie, so he'll have to be extra cautious here. Jono Tornado is not that strong on the tower yet. Will likely scale. What augments does Caitlyn have? Giant Slayer. That will be pretty good because it seems like Darius is going more of a tanky build. Yep, he has Goliath, so that's going to be very good for shredding the Darius. As Water Elf picks off Faye here. Good snowball in, but does get pulled. Maybe it wasn't a good snowball after all. CC immune, but does go down. Oh, and the Caitlyn executes that. Dr. Phil will also get some healing, but will also go down. Bako-chan getting a little low. Water Elf good reflect, but I don't think it's going to matter. Oh, and he just flashes forward. They're all low. Laminac is not going to be get it. Heal comes out in favor of Kasante to protect the Caitlyn. Water Elf Bako-chan really needs to wave clear this. Out of the two champions to need a wave clear as Laminac, the Caitlyn ult. Ace in the hole goes down. Caitlyn popping off 7, 1, and 8 so far. Here almost completed on the Malzahar. Tower almost at half HP, second tower. Water Elf is low. Oh, he steps on that smart reflect, but the Jono Tornado and the Q3 from Kasante pulls him back in. Beanie will go down. Evelyn ult goes and executes him. They'll back up, probably get some health backs. They'll probably get that plant down here as they'll give that all to Zero Zen and 1 to Faye. Any spicy build, Stridebreaker on the Darius. Okay, that's a little unique. I like it though, it makes sense having that extra CC. Very good. What's this item called? I always forget. Imperial Mandate for Janna. As Leandry's on Leandry's on brand. I assume he'll get Rylai's maybe third item. We shall see. It's so hard. I wish I could just quickly check the augments here, but I don't want to miss on any of the action. Let's check who's important here. As Fizzult lands onto Creamy Pie, gets an anti-shield. Will not take too much damage. We'll be able to regen some of that with the Evelyn passive. As Dr. Phil takes the snowball in, lands the Q onto 4 of them. Zobini gets chain CC'd, and then ult goes on to Lemonac, and then here comes the heal from Borbgul. As Dr. Phil is in a 1v3, does ult, but it's not going to get much. Borbgul is now in the front lines of Creamy Pie. Creamy Pie goes down. Laminac is unstoppable. Q3 for Kasante as Bako-chan gets towered dove, but Borbgul will just dash out. And Zero Zen. They're just trading the tower aggro so well on the side of tall but small. Mago, last person alive. Pretty decent health though. Could potentially do something. Unstoppable for Borbgul. Will just dash forward for the minions. Here comes Brand. Brand will just walk by as Darius immediately gets hit by a Jono Tornado. Mago should be okay. Good peeling by Dr. Phil to protect Mago. And Creamy Pie takes the kill onto Borbgul. Water Elf is back here again. That's another kill for Evelyn. Shut down. That's a lot of kills on Evelyn. 5, 3, 4. Mago flashes but does not have stun. Creamy Pie goes in. Faye flashes out and heals. Zobini will take some of the plant charges. Zero Zen is deep in the back line behind the enemy lines as Creamy Pie lands a nice charm onto Faye. Pull from Dr. Phil gets Zobini. Zobini should go down here. Creamy Pie will also go down. Does ult, but it's not going to matter because of the Brand Burn passive. Zero Zen will be okay, taking the Malzahar E. Any builds, Fizz ult will go wide. Balefire Torch. Let's see if Brand has the Conduit burn in a second. As we are still fighting here, Dr. Phil taking on Borbgul, but will go down. Bako-chan throws an E and runs away. He's very fast. Does he have home guards or something? What does he have? Ominous Pack. Okay, that must be it. Alright, let's check Caitlyn's augments. Now has Blunt Force, gain extra AD. Borbgul has Swift. Okay, interesting. He's going for a more supportive actual augments, but he's not going a supportive build. As Borbgul will take the front line, trying to take that inhibitor. No ult comes out, doesn't do much damage, didn't have much stackage on that. As Dr. Phil flies in and is getting shredded already. Brandburn is too strong, unstoppable for Borbgul, diving the backline. He's in his ultimate form. Double kill for Borbgul. Dr. Phil will finish him off, though. Creamy Pie gets a kill for himself. Laminac flashes. Autos a minion. Dr. Phil goes in. Wants to fight. This has a nice Q. Lands Stridebreaker, but the ace, the collector, coming in for Caitlyn, shutting down that kill. Ooh boy. So again, this is a very snowbally game. This could potentially be the end. The next person up is Bako-chan. Water Elf will come up in a second, but they will just get the first tower. And no response because they just are on the respawn timers. Jono Tornado comes out. Here comes the cannons. Not sure why they're showing us this. That's the directed camera, not me. Last tower below half HP, almost below quarter HP, as Creamy Pie engages, does flash, does get a kill with the ultimate. Water Elf is getting dove by Fizz. Fizz being patient. Mel reflects, notices that. Zonia's. It's stunned immediately. Good stun timing by Mago. As down here we also see Dr. Phil in a 1v3 situation. And Zero then goes down to Water Elf. Dr. Phil will need to try his best to wave clear with his allies on this. It's so hard to keep track of augments. Let's see. Wishful Thinking, extra AP. That's Erosion. Shreds armor magic resist. Hat on a hat. Okay, so that gives you ability power and magic resist if you build hat items. What hat items is he building? None so far. So hopefully he changes his build to maximize that potential. Lako-chan has Adapt. Okay. I personally like going Hubris, personally, because you stack the AD and that basically gives you infinite AP. We'll see if he builds that. Snowball lands. Zero Zen lands the ultimate of Fizz onto the Darius. Darius heals with the Q and immediately gets ulted by Malzahar. Dr. Phil will go down though. Zero Zen not taking too much damage. Orb Gold taking down Creamy Pie. Creamy Pie will flash, but not in the way he wanted. Rather ult, I should say, instead of flash. Water Elf teleports back to base for safety. Zonia's comes out. Creamy Pie will go down. No, I was wrong, maybe? Oh no, the healing laser! Oh, that's a tragedy. As it would look like Tall but Small will take the first win of this game. Alright, let's see if everyone else's game's ended. I would not be surprised if everyone's out. Everyone is out. That means everyone's game was probably 10 minutes. Let's see who actually posted the matchups, the match results. 1, 2, 3. There's one person missing. That's a set of numbers. I will need to update the bracket. Okay, so let's see here. So we just saw... Oh, I need to start the tournament. Oops. I'm sorry for the ads. I hate this website, but it is what it is. Queefazoids goes down. Tall but Small takes that victory. Next up, Mayhem check Venmo. So check Venmo won their game against Boneshark. Check Venmo advances. Next, we have PayPal advances. I believe Naryanonamuse is posting it. Your Dinobot isn't letting me post. What? Can you post? Can someone else post? That's weird. I don't know why it would only be doing it to him. It's very strange. But according to him, Luong Neighborhood takes the victory. Very nice. So here are the matchups right now. We have Luong Neighborhood, Tall but Small, Check Venmo versus Check PayPal. The checks! Check versus Check. And then we have Naryanonamuse versus Queefazoids, Boneshark Wizards versus Cozy House. I don't want to open that. I always have doing that. I'll just do no screenshot. Received a DM. Let's see. We might have to pull in a fill. Uh-oh. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. I'll set up their game for last. Let me see. I think I still have them added. I'll message him just in case. Okay, looks like he's back. All right, so hopefully everyone's setting up their own games. If not, then let's see. I have Discord muted. If you don't hear this, that's a good sign. You don't hear it, that's a good sign. Okay. Already in the lobby. Okay. I think they're good. Let's set up Luong Neighborhood first. Hello. I'm muted. Hey, sorry to interrupt. Congrats on the win. Just curious if you guys happen to set up a game. Okay, you guys are up against Tall but Small. You guys happen to have a game set up? I'll set one up. What do you mean they're in? Oh, so you can't use the same lobby because what happens? No, because what happens is the previous map that you played on will be the previous map forever. So you'll be stuck on Bilgewater. Yeah, it's pretty flawed, but well, hopefully we don't get it this time. You guys, you're against you in Luong neighborhood. I'll invite Borbgul and then Zero Zen. You guys, I'll just do it quickly. You guys are team two. Team one is hopefully they get that. I will have you guys start the game whenever y'all are ready. Obviously, everyone needs to get here. Make sure both teams are ready. I don't know who's going to be the host. Oh, it's still me. All right. He doesn't have access to post. No. So I stream the losers bracket. So if you want to be on it, just get to the losers. Just lose. Just run it down. No, you round two you play at the same time. Semifinals you need to wait. All right. All right. I'll leave you guys to it. If you have any questions, DM me on League, please, because that's where I will likely read. All right. Love you too. Hey, I assume you guys have a game set up. You're with Check PayPal and Check Venmo? Both teams are in it. Okay. Well, if both teams are ready, you may start when ready. What's up? Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me? Check. According to the bracket, unfortunately, Check PayPal is team two. You guys got this. I have faith. All right, you may start when ready. Wait. Wait, did one of you wait? Wait, Lucky Mango just DM me saying, "Can both teams agree to switch sides?" Are they being serious? Oh, okay. Hey, I got a DM from Lucky Mango. Are you guys like actually wanting to switch sides? I mean, if you guys both want to, I'm not going to say no, but that's up to that's your call. Just don't blame me if you guys switch sides and then the team that loses is like these rules are stupid. But since you both know each other, you can switch sides. I don't really care. All right. Well, you guys may start whenever both teams are ready. Oh, you're in the game. Okay, good luck. Gotcha. Okay. Uh, yeah, I think you guys are good to go. Yeah, I think you guys are good to go. I know that wasn't confident. You're against Queefazoids? Yeah. I think you guys are the last team to go. So you guys are. Let me exit this just to make sure. Okay, you may start when ready. Oh, okay. Good luck. Okay. That went surprisingly smoother than I expected. It would appear everyone's in champion select. We are going to spectate. That's not what I want to see right now. I might need to relog. I wanted to spectate Boneshark Wizards versus Cozy House, but we might be unable to do that. We will be spectating the losers bracket, and a lot of people have voiced their opinions on why would you stream the losers bracket compared to the winners bracket. There's two reasons. One, the losers bracket is more intense because of what's on the line, because if you lose that game, you're eliminated. Number 2, I want to try and get every team a chance to compete, and losers bracket those teams as their last chance. I want to make sure to try and get at least one game, if possible, of each team getting a stream or getting a game casted. And number 3, like if you're in the winners bracket, you're guaranteed to be part of the stream later, because you're eventually going to either go to losers or you're going to be the final 2 teams remaining. So that is why I'm doing this. We might just have to stay here, unfortunately. I don't mind spectating this game. That's not meant to be a complaint. It's just a matter of I really want to do Boneshark, Wizards, and Cozy House. Maybe I can exit this and we can hop in. They also started very early. They started the match really quickly. So it might just be better to at least stay here. We shall see. I'll mute myself on Discord. Actually, why would I even do that? I'll just unmute myself. Let me exit. I might reconnect. Make sure everyone's in game. Everyone appears to be in game. We need to look for Boneshark. They are 3 minutes in. We'll hop in here. Oh, spectator lay. Okay, that works. Okay, so this is Boneshark Wizards versus Cozy House. We have yet to see these two compete. Cozy House is a brand new team participating in this tournament. I believe that they're friends with Check PayPal, the OG Check PayPal squad, because there's now Check PayPal and Check Venmo. That's what I heard. Don't know that for 100% fact. We can talk about the draft because they're already in-game. As we see, I don't know which team is which, to be honest. I believe if they aligned properly, Boneshark should be left side. But we'll see. Swain, Pantheon, Nautilus, Hawaii, Aphelios, and Dr. Mundo, Mordekaiser, Kog'Maw, Smolder, Tristana. Wow, interesting. So Swain does very well into Mord and Mundo because they're always going to be next to you. Lots of single target focus. You can basically focus one person with the Nautilus alt, jump with Pantheon W, then follow up with a Swain E to pull them in. So a lot of pick potential on the carries. I think Smolder is kind of stresses me out personally because Smolder is a late game champion, and in ARAM Mayhem, where the game is just so unbelievably snowbally, more so than ARAM, it is quite hard to get 225 stacks. So I would love to be proven wrong, but I think Smolder might kind of struggle here. But we shall see. And also the thing is maybe they agree. Maybe they agree with my thought of like, hey, Smolder doesn't scale well. But I don't know their drafts. Unfortunately, you cannot see what random champions they ended up getting. So maybe Smolder was their best bet. And if that's the case, you should always go with comfort pick, especially in losers bracket. As we will load in here, hopefully, fingers crossed. Again, this is Team Cozy House versus Boneshark. Move that. And it is hard to keep track of augments. I will try my best. Get excited. Okay, so Jinx passive onto Tristana. We have Smolder, nothing yet. Mundo going Goliath? Oh, transmuted Mad Scientist. Okay, that's not too bad. More nothing. Let's check on the other side here. Usually whoever leaves first. Stoic. I can't click on him because he's in the cannon. Now I can. Stoic. Let's see what he has. Stoic has Executioner. Deal more damage. Resets abilities on executions. Sorry, on takedowns, I should say. Upgraded Infinity Edge. Gives you bonus gold and random crit strikes. Bean Shark. We've already talked about. Mundo we talked about. Kog'Maw. What did Kog'Maw do? Kog'Maw could go AP or AD here. Your attacks deal physical damage scaling with AP. So he could go an AP Kog'Maw build. I think a Nashor's build would be very, very nice. Let me tab out real quick. Sorry, I forgot to reopen Twitch chat in case someone wants to flame me for how bad my spectating skills are. Builds Bramblefest first item on the Nautilus, trying to shut down the Dr. Mundo. That's interesting. Augment-wise, I don't think we talked about Andrews, the Pantheons, transmute dashing. Okay, so W short cooldown. That will be even better for single target focus as he utilizes that onto Bone Kevin. Swain W will not land because of the pool. Sharu will be okay for now. We'll live to tell another tale. Leona? Leuna. I think that's how you pronounce it. Fine. Level up, level 4. Is there anyone else we didn't look at? Did we look at Swain? I don't think we did. Impassable, Aftershock, and Glacial Augment. So anytime he pulls his E, he's going to proc that. I mean, maybe that's the best one he got. I personally don't think that's necessary with the CC, as Dishonor will go dive in. Dishonor will get killed. Leuna will take the kill, 1 for 1. I think the strategy, as Beanshark jumps in instantly and gets killed, I think the strategy is try to go in whenever you're level 7 so you can get your augments. But these guys are playing, these guys probably study this more than I have, as Andrew will dive and KO 1-for-1 again. Shutdown goes over to Sharu, though. Good tower damage so far. Roots comes on from the Hwei onto Sharu. Bone Kevin comes back, has the mountains. Oh, is that what I'm seeing? Or does he have the dash thing? What was that shield? You cannot be healed or... Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know where that... It must have been his W, I guess. That was a random shield. Threw me off. Aphelios has Gravitum and Severum. Not the best combo of weapons. Individually, they're good. But combination, not the best. As Beanshark gets Chain CC, does jump out. No interesting builds with the exception of the Bramble Vest Rush. Going Road of Ages onto the Swain. As Inoza takes down Mundo, the Lizard Wizard. That's a fun word to say. Luna is solo. That's really bad on Smolder because you need to walk up and get stacks, but you can't walk up, then you'll die. No one's level 7 yet. Again, level 7 is when you get the augments. Level 6, as classic as it is, will be when you get your ultimates. But I think level 7, the augments are more powerful than ultimates, ultimately. Sharu gets picked off, goes down the Hwei QE. Zoning them off. Roots comes down as well. Double kill for the Aphelios. Has Infernum and Gravitum right now. I wonder if he's trying to go for weapon combinations or he's just playing Aphelios without giving much strategy thought. Good ultimate from the Aphelios. Andrew gets another kill. Dives in again. Inoza is in Swain form. Ultimate form will go down. Double kill for the Smolder. That's going to be great for the stackage. Mordekaiser Flash ults Dishonor. Bone Kevin in a 1v1 should be able to take him down, and does. Has a lot of Omnivamp because of his augment. Wacy sees him, but Bone Kevin will walk it off. Stoic, landing some good Hwei abilities. Andrew dives in, Smolder all comes out, does get the kill onto Pantheon. Nosa changing his target onto Bone Kevin. Lizard Wizard is deep in there, but he is Mundo. He's quite small. That might be the smallest Mundo I've seen in my life. Nosa kills Beanshark. Nautilus Hook lands onto Lizard Wizard. Will flee away, but they will get the kill. And Bone Kevin giving the kills over to Raven, the ADC of Philios. Luna is very deep in the back line. Will go down here, but does take Raven down along with them. Sharu on his lonesome. Will go Ludens. Okay, so he's going for a full AP Artillery Mage type of build because he has the augment where it scales with AP with his auto attacks. I personally think Nashor's is a personal preference. I just think it feels good on Kog'Maw in general, but also scales well with that item. But also having that extra poke, considering they don't have poke, is also pretty good as well. So not going to question it as Andrew finds Lizard Wizard. Immediately gets pulled in is Bone Kevin as he teleports in with the cannon. Bilgewater map. Inusa goes down by the Kog'Maw ultimate, their artillery. Dishonor engages, will go down as well. Andrew goes in, lands a W, gets pulled back in by the Mordekaiser, and will go down himself. Double kill onto Sharu. Lizard Wizard speed in through that with Dr. Mundo passive and the Mad Scientist. He's so tiny. Raven has... what's that called? Calibrum and Severum, I believe. As it goes deep. Does have ult, will pop it. Has one person in his ult currently. Flashes to keep the ult going. Smart play. Bone Kevin will go down with the ultimate click by Inoza. And Dishonor takes down Beanshark. Beanshark kind of having a bit of a rough game here, not getting too many resets because of that Get Excited passive. Andrew dives. Andrew is the most aggressive Pantheon I've ever seen in my life. But he has to be with that augment that he has, the reduced cooldown. And the first tower goes in favor of Cozy House. Oh no, that's a little deep. Bone Kevin, will he be able to survive? He does have ult. We'll take the one-on-one against Stoic. Stoic dodges the Q and dodges the E. Good movement by Stoic. Bone Kevin will not get the kill and will need to walk away. I don't know if we'll be able to survive this. Gravitum roots him into place, and Noza lands the Q on Swain onto the Mord, and Bone Kevin cannot shield himself. That will go down. Tristana Bomb onto Nautilus. He snowballs back in. The Chu lands onto Dishonor to slow him. Here comes the Pantheon ult, though. This guy will go in non-stop as he lands onto Sharu. Uses the E to deflect some damage. Reflect it. Beanshark will pop the shield from one of the augments. I don't know what augment that is, but look how speedy she is. Double kill onto Sharu. Stoic will get low. Here comes Bone Kevin. Beanshark jumps in. Will she get the reset to jump out? She will try to jump on, but will not work out. Mordekaiser, 1v2. Doing alright, has some decent Omni Vamp because of his augments. Good flash to stay on top of Raven, but Raven flashes in response to protect themselves. Noza lands the E. There comes the Glacial Augment to slow Bone Kevin down. And pops the Swain ultimate. Will not be able... Oh, he has Snowball. Never mind. Killing spree for Enoza. Enoza will go down. Another kill for Sharu. Sharu with 7 kills. Along with the Smolder with 7 kills. Alright, let's take a look at augments. I think we have like 2 seconds of downtime. Escape plan, we saw that in action. This is Home Guard, that's pretty good. That means he gets movement speed whenever he's not attacked. Dive Bomber. Oh, interesting. So that's basically Kog'Maw passive on steroids. Heavy Hitter, scales, auto attack scale with max health. How's he doing max health wise? 139 stacks. He also has the Mad Scientist. There's no term, I believe, for gaining larger with the Mad Scientist, unfortunately. But he does have the large thing, so that's very good for his current augment of scaling with health auto attacks. Swain, Mountain Soul, Mind of Matter. It's Dishonor engages. Here comes the Pantheon ult. Will land on all of them. Immediately stuns Sharu. Sharu lands an ult, but will go down. Andrew popping off this game. Beanshark will try her best to kite. Raven takes down Bone Kevin. Flash for Luna. Andrew flashes towards the backline instead of back to his base. I guess just trying to get out of tower range. Nice snipe by Andrew. Raven, Severum will be okay. Stoic lands the Q, but it will not take a Luna out. And second tower of the game goes down. They're on the inhib. Luna is now taken down by Enoza. And Mordekaiser, Bone Kevin, I believe in a 1v1. Dishonor will go down. Sharu gets another kill. As we see a 1v1 Stoic, Bone Kevin. Stoic will go down here. Enoza will go down. Raven in a 1v3 will go down as well. And for the first time this game, I think that Team Wizards, Boneshark Wizard, has the advantage. At least kill-wise. At least death timer-wise. Okay, let's take a look at some builds. Nothing too intense that I can see. Healing reduction onto the Tristana. Healing reduction on the Mordekaiser. Zonderland's hook. Beanshark trying to get this tower. Does have the escape plan. Will run away. Does barrier for the extra shieldage. Queen W misses. Dishonor onto Bone Kevin. Kevin gets the heal. There's a snowball on him. And the Nautilus hook, and Enoza takes that, pulls in 2, and lands the ultimate. The Glacial Augment will slow them. Here comes the Pantheon on top of that. Double kill onto the Hwei. Oh, this could be a complete clean ace. Last person alive, Leona. That could be the game, unless Leona plays an incredible play here. Does have the, I think that's the Smolder ult up. I believe so. He can call in Mom. You might need to use it to clear this wave. Here comes Mom. Mom doesn't do enough damage to clear the wave, and does get a kill, though, onto the Nautilus. As Pantheon dives, Luna might need to go double kill. Okay, Luna's playing this quite well so far. Stoic will back off very low, and here comes Teleport behind. Stoic is in a bad spot. Beanshark, not the best to go into the back line, but considering how low they are, pretty good. Raven, 1v3, but will not be able to outduel the 2 ADCs and the mini tank. Swain last person alive, probably taking that plant as we speak. I am correct on that assessment. Shadow Flame completed onto the Kog'Maw. Heartsteel stacks 246, the only man in with Heartsteel in this game. Roa fully stacked. Tier fully stacked. The Miramana. Man. Blah. Infinity Edge. Yuntao as we get another fight. Coming out, Bone Kevin will just try to walk it off. Will be unable to. Does have flash. Will be okay. Way QE comes out. Oh, Snowball, but does the Tristana get out? She does. Mordekaiser fighting. Here comes the Pantheon immediately diving onto the Tristana. We have a 1v1. Bone Kevin, Dishonor. 1v1. Bone Kevin will go down to the affiliates. Back over here. Nusa goes down. Tristana getting the resets. Getting excited from the passive. Beanshark needs to jump in here to try and slow. Will not jump, but Lizard Wizard has a big shield. Lizard Wizard procs the Heartsteel stack and gets the kill over to Smolder. An ace! Okay, we're scaling, it would appear, on this side of Boneshark. Let's see this, how many stacks. We're at 157 stacks. Let's check out the augments. Ability power converts to bonus attack damage. Interesting. No ability items onto the Smolder yet. Maybe they'll go Rabadons to get that extra AD scaling. That would be pretty epic. As Andrew returns, lands Snowball, he will decide to take it. Not surprised. That seems like his playstyle. Nice hook lands onto Sharu. Sharu goes down, flashes again. Andrew will live for now. Will not live after all. Dishonor will use his point and click route, and they will get some kills back in return. Now 15. Ooh, a lot of these people are level 15 compared to the other side. Some of them are 14. They have the level 15 augment if they go back. Dive Bomber, okay, so once he dies, he'll do extra damage. Ice Cold, slowing effects, that's going to feel pretty good on Hwei using his abilities. Anything else really interesting? Deft, attack speed, that's pretty massive. Especially because Aphelios has already kind of scaled a bit, so he has all of his items that he really wants. So he's going to enjoy that. Beanshark, haven't checked on this. Scoped weapons is the upgraded one. I don't know. I feel like both teams have really good late games. I think I favor Bonesharks a bit more, though, with the Smolder. Might be the longest game so far, unironically. Immediately finds Dishonor sitting in the bush. Ult comes out onto the Smolder. Raven takes down Bone Kevin. And Beanshark has the escape plan, but will not be able to use it. Will go down. Oh, no. Aphelios has red-white, which means don't fight if you're on the side of Boneshark. The best weapon combination for Aphelios, and they're trying to end the game. Stoic taking a decent bit of damage from Sharu. Lands the ultimate onto Sharu, and knows will not land the E due to the Sharu flash. Sharu goes in the cannon. We'll go back to the base plate. I don't know what he's going to do there, but it's safer there at least. Here comes Mom. Stoic dodges it, but Lizard Wizard flashes forward, does get the kill. Bone Kevin is now deep in the backline. Inoza is trying to 1v3 this, will go down, but Andrew takes down Bone Kevin, the Mordekaiser. Boneshark in the backline, Beanshark in the backline, so confusing to me. Takes down Raven, the escape plan coming in clutch there. Man, this is a very back and forth game. Gold is only about a 1k gold difference. Now, it's in favor of Cozy House, because they can actually buy items. They probably should have all their augments now. Let's take a look as Dishonor is just chilling there. Does have Red and GMW extra shielding. That would be very great to be the front line for that one. Hwei, we will find out in a second. Hwei has Spiritual Purification, so anytime you kill someone, he basically slows people near them. Sway, I hate that I can't see them if they're in the cannon. Talk about it later as Sharu gets picked off. Shutdown goes over to Nautilus. Ooh, the Swain pool into the Swain W. Beanshark does jump out. Snowball lands onto Bone Kevin. Bone Kevin has been in trouble. Alts dishonors. 1v1. If Bone Kevin gets this, that will actually be not that bad. But if Bone Kevin does not get dishonor, and it looks like he's not going to, he's going to go down. 2 dead on the side of Boneshark Wizards. Swain W lands the slow, and the Rylai's proc. I believe Rylai's is activated. Yes, Swain does indeed have Rylai's. Dishonor being being aggressive, but pays the price as Smolder does have the 225 stacks. Good cutting by Beanshark. Will she jump in? She will jump in. Does get one reset. Can she get the second? She cannot. As Pantheon dives, Aliuna, Lizard Wizard, is on his own, but Sharu is here to the return. Has a huge shield. Probably has the AP shield scaling thing, it would appear. Okay, draining through mana like crazy, trying to land the ult on the Swain. Inoza, too tanky because of the Aftershock, but not taking enough as the kill goes over to, I believe it was the Kog'Maw. Lizard Wizard and Bone Kevin, the 2 tanks, trying to take out the ADC. Raven doing a good job. Has good lifesteal. Look at that lifesteal. Look at that kiting. And Raven and Andrew will be the final 2. And it would appear that they're going to try to end the game. Beanshark up in 1 second. Montage music is playing right now for Beanshark. She gets one. Can she get the second one? Aliuna is back. 225 stacks. Remember, he has that execution. Aliuna saves the game for now. Nautilus is back up. Now, you need to keep in mind, though, Pantheon can backdoor. Will Pantheon do that? It's a tournament. I wouldn't be surprised. We will have to wait and see if Boneshark Wizards keeps a guy back in case that happens. Although Stoic lands a nice ultimate onto Aliuna. Ooh, CC Immune pops out. Beanshark jumps forward. It's Hwei QQ'd. E goes wide. Oh, but the Nala's hook lands. Artillery barrage from Kog'Maw from across the map, essentially. Boneshark flashes, but gets the point and click Nautilus route. Oh, and it's a 2-for-1 in favor. Oh, wait, no, it's a 2-for-2. Excuse me. Wait, I am tripping. It's 1-for-2. Um, okay, and then we have Stoic still alive. Swain will go in, take the snowball. Ultimate 3v1. Stoic is just going for the end, it would appear. Ignoring the fire, he says, I want the Nexus. I don't want to fight. But Stoic stops as they notice what Stoic is doing. Mordekaiser ults the Stoic. That's risky because he could be entering the Nexus and his teammates can help him. The Phileas will be auto-attacking the Nexus. And that will be game as Boneshark Wizards will be eliminated from the ARAM Mayhem tournament. And Cozy House will take the victory. Okay. Is that the last game? Here are the stats, in case you guys are curious. Graphs. Nika, wait, what? Am I looking? What game am I looking at right now? Why am I looking at the game I didn't just spectate? This was Queefazoids versus. Are You Not Amused? That was weird. Well, I apologize. I apparently will look at the stats later. Okay, let's take a look at this. Check Venmo versus check PayPal. Venmo takes the victory. Venmo advances to semifinals. They will need to sit and wait for the losers bracket to play. Then Queef 1-0. Are You Not Amused? So Are You Not Amused is unfortunately eliminated as well. Check PayPal versus Queefazoids will be losers round 2. Then we have Luong Neighborhood, tall but small. Luong Neighborhood performing quite well so far. Made it to semifinals. So I must say, and this isn't meant to, if you guys watch the history of ARAMs, Luong Neighborhood is currently, again, no flame, but Luong Neighborhood is actually ranked the lowest in terms of the ARAM tournaments, but they're popping off. They've made it to semifinals so far, so this is really cool to see. Always love when underdogs are performing well. And then we have Cozy Boneshark. Isn't this the game we just watched? It is. I can confirm this is true. Someone messaged me in chat saying, client is chopped. ARAM Panda, I can only assume that's Lucky Mango. If not, then it's not ideal. Okay, so with that being said, we have some eliminations. So we have, let me pull up the bracket again. Bone Sharks, unfortunately, eliminated. I'm going to remove their name from the list just to make it easier to see. Bone Shark, eliminated. I believe it was Are You Not Amused was also eliminated. Yep. Are You Not Amused? I don't care about what you're listening to. I'm sorry. We'll make this slightly easier to understand. Okay. Client issues. These guys, they're eliminated. I'll close that. These guys are eliminated. I will close that. GG's to Bone Shark Wizards and Are You Not Amused? Very short tournament. I thought about doing best of 3, but we'll see. Oh, you meant for my spectator game client? Okay. I would assume no one has anything set up. Let me hop into the chats. Let me pull up the bracket. I'll update you in Long Neighborhood. Howdy. Sorry to interrupt. You guys will need to wait for the losers to play because you guys are so good that you need to sit and wait for the other teams to catch up to you. So you'll sit one game out and then you'll play against Check Venmo the second game, or whenever you guys are playing. Yo, congrats! You guys made it to semifinals. We're going to have the losers bracket catch up to you, so you guys need to just wait for the game. But you will be against you in the Luong Neighborhood. Okay. All right. Okay, nice. That makes it easy. I mean, theoretically, if both teams want to, you could start now, but it's just you would be waiting anyways, because it would be out of sync. But if both teams want to, then go for it. You don't need you don't need me there for that. But it just makes more sense to wait. Hello. Yo, you guys have a game set up by any chance? I see Airbus is creating a custom game, though. Am I being bit? You're not Airbus. My mistake. I apologize. All right. I will see if the other team has something set up. Hey, congrats on the win. Okay, wow. So do you guys happen to have a lobby set up? You're facing check PayPal. I'll just set it up for you. You can't stay in the same lobby because the reason why is whenever you select random, whatever map you played on will be the same map for the rest of the lobby. So you need to redo the whole lobby. You might be good with that, but well, I invited check PayPal. I'm inviting you. Invited Dr. Phil. Invited Creamy Pie. Invited Laco. Invited Mago. Invited Water Elf. You guys are team 2. All right. Um, it looks like they're all here. Good luck. Have fun, guys. Howdy. Do you guys happen to have a lobby set up by any chance? Excellent. Can you please invite me, Tournament King, hashtag TTV? Splendid. I want to watch. And I want to flame you. No, I don't want to do that. I've never been baited so hard to make a new friend and then immediately have it removed. My goodness. That hurts. That hurts a lot. What do you mean? Shoot! I forgot it's on stream. I forgot it's on stream. All right. You guys. Oh wait, you're not the host, are you? They are. All right. Oh, are you guys ready? All right. I'm just gonna tell them that. I'm gonna tell them to start when ready. Okay. Yo, yo, you guys. You guys may start when ready. All right. So yeah, I ended up blocking that guy, and I was gonna unblock him, but now I don't know how to actually unblock people. I'll unblock him later. I'm not actually that upset. You guys don't know what's happening in the Discord. I purposely mute the Discord in case they're like talking private information or saying something really, really offensive. You never know what you'll get whenever you join into something. Um, I should probably hide that. My bad. Whatever. If they have the stream open and they see it, I guess it's fair game, but I shouldn't have had that open. That was my fault. We'll wait a second. While we are waiting, here is the bracket. You in Luong neighborhood. Oh, son of a gun, why does it do that? Oh, we can actually see the rolls here, though. Oh, that's nice, but I don't want to spoil it. Right, so you in Luong neighborhood, check Venmo, are sitting out for now. They're waiting to catch up. We're watching we're watching Tall but Small versus Cozy House. And then we have Check PayPal versus Queefazoids. Do we spectate? I don't think just yeah, okay. Gotcha. So this game's going on. Unfortunately, can only watch one game at a time, but we can talk about draft now. So, Tall but Small, rocking the Borgol Volley Bear, the Zero Zen Gangplank, Zobini Heimerdinger. Oh, okay, well, there goes the names. Annie and Varys. On the other side, their opponents, Cozy House, Nar, Mel, Tryndamere, Rakan, Twitch. Overall, I don't Mel is always going to be strong. Gnar, I think, is very good, if not Gnar, depending on the map. I think the smaller the map, the better Gnar is because of the walls being closer together. If it's the Bilgewater map, which I hope not, I don't want to see another Bilgewater map. I like the map, but it just gets boring seeing the same map over and over again. If it is the Bilgewater map, though, that's a huge plus for Gnar. Tryndamere, interesting. I don't know what he's like augment-wise. I'm going to remove this. I don't want to see the stupid ads that Challenge is giving me. As we load in here, we shall see what map it is, and it is... If it loads... There we go. It's built wall. What is going on? Is it something I'm doing? Maybe it's just crazy RNG. I purposely have clicked random each time. If I look over this VOD and realize I somehow selected Bilgewater, I'm going to be very disappointed in myself. Oh, I forgot to announce. Shoot. I was going to make the finals being played on Howling Abyss. But I never announced that. I don't know. I'll ask the final two teams if they want to play on Howling Abyss. If not, and they want to stick with random, we'll do that. Originally, that was the plan, just because I thought it would be cool to end on Howling Abyss, because that's like the classic ARAM map everyone has known to come and love. But we'll see. We'll figure that out later. I completely forgot to mention that, though. I'm not going to force that upon the players without letting them know. Let's check Mastery real quick. Okay, nothing too absurd. Highest mastery is 93,000, and that is on Dishonor, playing Tryndamere. Honestly, really surprised by these games. Not gonna lie. Oh my gosh! Someone's advertising cheap viewers on this website? Obviously, don't Google that. That's a scam. How do I ban this guy from chat? Too late, we're already in game. Just ignore that. Mods ban him. I don't think I have any mods active right now. As we get in on our third game of the Bilgewater map. Again, this is Team Tall But Small versus Team Cozy House. First person comes out of the cannon. That means that they have their augment selected. Looks like it's Mountain Soul. How did they get the shield? I'm very confused. Why are people getting shields? Did they change it where you get a shield every time you dash in now? They must have. Alright, anyways, Melg has Beginning to End. That's First Strike and Dark Harvest. We have Impassable. Stoic has Executioner. Resets. Noza is just sitting back here. Looking for an angle. Lands the W. Quickly take a look at builds before we start fighting. Sheen on the Gangplank. Nothing else too crazy that I can see. Snowball instantly goes in, but uses the Tryndamere E to get out. Gangplank. Gangplank is a very ballsy champion to play in a competitive ARAM event, simply because you have comms and people can communicate when to do barrel. So playing Gangplank at this level is very impressive. As the E-Snipe from Borbgul takes down Enoza. Enoza appearing to go an AD Twitch build so far. Makes the most sense to me. Pretty standard builds so far. Andrew gets a snowball. Zero Zen goes in, gets knocked up by the Rakan. Will die, go for 1-for-1. Overall scoreboard 2-1 in favor of Team Small. Tall but small. A flashes. I feel like my camera is slightly panned upwards. It's kind of irritating to me. It's not centered, and I can't figure out why the directed camera is doing that. Andrew dives in, lands the knock up on a Faye, dashes out. Borbgul hits Stoic. Dishonor goes on for Borbgul. And Dishonor will go down. Zobini lands a nice W. Oh, and good snowball, but Zero Zen doesn't. Oh, okay, he lands the Q. Stoic flashes, lands the boomerang. Borbgul takes Raven, but Raven takes down Zero Zen. Stoic in Mega Gnar form will not be able to do much without his ults because he's only level 5. Yeah, I guess every time you cannon in, you must get a shield now. I was not aware of this. Who's a stealth? Finds Laminac. Ooh, and the poison E executes him. Dishonor is in an awkward spot, does not have ult. Borbigal just taking all the plants. Zobini takes out Stoic. Dishonor also goes down. Andrew goes down. That's a 3 for none so far. Varus will be up in a second. Shutdown goes over to Raven, cleaning up, trying to avenge their teammates. Oza, invisible. Low health though. Let's see. Maybe they'll try and go for a kill onto Faye or Zero's End before getting killed themselves. Goes out the W. Faye walking up. Tryndamere just dashes, slows with the W, and Faye was looking at the wrong direction. If you face the opposite direction of Tryndamere, you get slowed. So, fortunate Gangplank ult comes out. Very hard to see on this map. Gangplank does have home field advantage if you think about it. Check out builds real quick. Never mind, we're fighting again. Plant. Everyone's fighting for the plant. I think Andrew got one of those. I think Borbo got one, and I think Enoza got one as well. Faye takes down Stoic with the ultimate. Andrew goes down as well. Borbo and one of you want in that area. Enoza just hit invisible. So, oh, but Zero's End flashes. Does he have the Q? He does take down the Twitch. Raven doing great poke on the Mel. Hibber's tanking some of that turret damage. Here comes Dishonor dashing in. Does have his ultimate now, at least level 6. Does land the snow onto Heimerdinger and onto Faye, the Annie. Stoic jumps in, but will go down. Doesn't land the boomerang, unfortunately for him. Faye will take that kill. Static shift completed onto Twitch. That will help with the wave clear. I actually like that build that he's going, because their wave clear isn't that great. Heimerdinger and Varus can just, and GP can just push waves. As knockup comes up, no response there. Dishonor is very low. He does not have ult as the snipe comes out from Laminac. Tryndamere completes the Bork. People are starting to get their second augments of the game. Upon engages, shut down on the Varus. Ooh, Stoic played that very well, bouncing back to safety. Bouncing back in. Does he have like... Oh, he has the execute. It resets. Okay, utilizing his augments quite well. Getting a kill and resetting. Jumping twice there. Ooh, the Heimerdinger turrets deal decent damage, but will not matter. Raven D is dominating. Kills the Heimerdinger. Thundered Sky completed onto the Volley Bear. Let's take a look. Faye, no second augment. Ooh, who does have a second? Does anyone have a second augment? Tryndamere does. Take it or leave it. That's good for this quick crit chance, considering his kit has crit. Dive. Andrew will be okay. Stoic will go down. Dishonor does pop the ultimate. Undying Range is popped. I don't think he'll be able to get out of this. His Undying Rage is not rageful enough. Andrew does get the Q heal, but here comes the Volley Storm E. And Volleybear takes that kill. It's an ace in favor of Talbot Small. Executing the ultimate, Raven gets the kill onto Zero's NRL. Okay, more people should have second augments now. Let's see. Mountain Soul onto the Volley Bear. The Brutalizer, so extra damage for Varus. Heimerdinger has Ice Cold, so he's probably going to build Rylai's next. That would be the optimal build if you were going that. He has a Giant's Belt, so I think it's a safe bet. What else do we have going on here? Faye, still no second augment. Zero's End should hit his. Infernal Soul, okay, burst damage is huge. Is he going Collector? Looks like he's building Collector next, so that burst execution will be fantastic for him. Noza has Poltergeist, which is Ghost and Barrier. That'll feel very good for his kiting as Andrew engages, and here comes the rat-tat-tat-tat, as it used to be called. It's now Spray and Pray from the Twitch. Nice. I miss it being called rat-tat-tat-tat. I don't know why they removed that. It was such a great name for Twitch. Volleybear ult comes out, is Anuza. Uses the E to execute him, but actually it's Mel that gets the kill with her execute. Double kill. Mel is such a gross champion, but to be fair, Raven is playing it fantastically so far. Nice Mel E comes out, rooting Faye. Hibbers comes out, punches Raven. Raven will be able to walk that off. Have a second to take a break. We talked about the Brutalizer. Let's check over here. Mel has buff buddies, which is red, blue buff, and blue buff. Tryndamere, we talked about that. Rakan, I don't think we talked about. Ocean Soul, okay, so getting some regen. That will feel great on the Howling Abyss. Even though we're on Bilgewater. I know what I said! As Gangplank takes out Drinamir, the Heimerdinger goes down in response. We're going for an on-hit Varus build. Going Bork, I'd assume that's Rage Blade next based off of his components. Rylight's completed on the Heimerdinger, so the Ice Cold will come in huge here. And Collector completed on the Gangplank, as we see that Collector used as a double kill. Stoic about to be Mega. I think that they know he's Mega. Well, they know now. I feel like Raven might need to die and buy some items here. I'd wonder how much gold they're sitting on. Nice Reflect, though. Pretty even game, minus the tower. The towers are obviously huge in ARAM, but overall, kills-wise, gold-wise, not too far off. Noza's invisible. Does find Heimerdinger. Will engage that, but back off after seeing the Annie. Rage Blade. Okay, so going for more of a hybridish build for the Twitch. Did we look at Twitch augments? Oh, right, it was Poltergeist. Yeah, the Barrier and Ghost. Faye gets knocked up. Faye will go down to the Raven. Oh, good flash, charming 3 of them, but Andrew will go down. Zero Zen is on a rampage. Oh, Borgul sniffs out Inoza being invisible. And he ults, lands 3, and a double kill with 1 snipe. Stoic is now Meganar. Triple kill onto the Varus. Stoic is in a 1v4 in a bad spot, and quadra kill over to Laman. Wow. This Varus is very strong, and he's not even going lethality. He just had good Qs. Borgul set that up perfectly, and Lamanak took advantage of it. Noza has slain Beanie. Andrew gets a kill on Zero Zen. Lamanak is tanking the tower. I think they're just deciding to force it. You know, try their best to get as much tower damage as possible and go back, get some augments, get some buys, whatever they need. The only person alive is Annie, so that was definitely purposeful. That wasn't a mistake. They wanted to die there. Cruelty on the 3rd augment for Faye. That will proc every time she lands a stun. We have Giant Slayer. Not bad. Probably his best option. As Rakan engaged instantly after taking that tower, and that is 1 so far. Beanie goes down as well. Inoza just Twitch ulting from the side, standing there as they will take the 2nd tower. Coming back from this game, they're behind. As Stoic jumps in, lands the ultimate on the wall. Zero Zen does not pop the orange. Lands a Q before he goes down. Dishonor has Undying Rage and full crit bar. Fully stacked. Lemon Sack and 1v1 takes out Stoic. Dishonor, ooh, goes down. Varus has a ton of kills at this point. 12 kills, most kills in the game. Mel close behind with 11. Okay, augment check. Symphony of War, Lethal Temple, and Conqueror. That will feel great for his on-hit build that he's doing. Ultimate, nope, not Ultimate Revolution. That's Final Form. Oh, that's really good on Volibear. Volibear gets a bunch of stats on himself whenever he ults, but that's just buffing his stats even more. Anytime you see a Volibear ult, you're going to have a hard time killing him. So trying to find an angle here. Magic resist shield. What item does he have? Panic Rukern. Yeah. That's pretty good against the Heimerdinger and Annie. Heimerdinger ultimate Q comes out. I guess just to prevent an engage. Varus is not the healthiest. They need to try and poke him out before fighting. Unless they all agree to let Lemon and Sack die and then try to wave clear. As they decide to engage, Cozy House engages. Faye. Okay, Twitch Poison. Rocking right now. Varus snipe. Oh, gets reflected. Good reflect by Raven. And the ultimate will not execute, but ultimate has been popped on Mel. Oh, knows it's going to get a pick here, I'm pretty sure. Oh, flashes. Doesn't have the damage, but the poison will take him out with the E. Zero Zen in an awkward spot. Goes down, does proc the ultimate, so that will slow down the wave at least. Oh, this is a very difficult spot if you're tall but small. Cozy House is going to take this inhibitor. Zobini just getting their turrets shredded by the Melqs. As Zobini is so low. Stoic jumps in and gets 2 of them. Man, his Gnar has been clean this game, and it is the Bilgewater map. Probably the best map for Gnar. As they're sieging the final 2 turrets. Andrew goes in. Varus takes the cannon. So does Andrew. Zero Zen takes the orange, takes the cannon as well, jumps down. Oh, the cannon executes a Noza, and they're actually coming back. They stall out the game. The game's not going to end. And a huge barrel from Zero Zen. Raven flashes. Layman should be able to get this. Raven landing nice cues. Boomerang coming out from the augment. That wasn't augment, right? Was that Layman's? It was. Okay, Boomerang. We never talked about that. Whew. What a game. This is definitely our most exciting game so far. Another burn item onto the Heimerdinger. Probably going Blackfire Torch. Nothing too remarkable here to point out. I want to talk about Mel's augments. I feel like I haven't seen Mel much because she's just been barely dying this match. Mel has Jeweled Gauntlet, oof, and Tank It or Leave It. Interesting. So she has double crit. Mel has double crit. 20 Dark Harvest stacks. I wonder how much gold she's made from first strike. Let's see. Oh, doesn't say, unfortunately. Noza trying to find the spot. Ooh, good Annie disengage onto the Twitch, stopping from her whole team from melting. Zero Zen gets Gnar ulted, but not into the wall, but the Q comes out from Stoic. Volibear with that huge ultimate buff with his augment. Mel will execute Borbgal. They're all so low. Stoic lands another one. Stoic is just popping off this game. His engages have been so good as he tags the Heimerdinger with his Q. Will die to the tower. Zobini will go down as well. That's an ace. I think Tryndamere will barely survive that. I think that might be it. Cozy House trying to end the game here. Next respawn is in 5 seconds. And tall but small will be the persons to fall. And the one standing above it all is Cozy House. Hey, these are the, look at this. These are the stats. This is the game we watched. Let's go right, client. Nice. All right, let's take some updates. Check PayPal. We don't know the match results of that. Tall but small. Unfortunately eliminated, but fortunately for Cozy House, they live to tell another game. Take a look at the stats real quick. Pretty good overall damage on the side of Cozy House. Let's see if the other match results has been posted. And matchups. It has been. Venmo takes... Oh, wait, they played the game? I didn't realize they started that. I said they could, but I wasn't expecting them to. Okay, so... You in the Luong neighborhood has lost that match. Check Venmo advances. So Check Venmo has made it to the finals. Now they'll need to sit and wait for quite a while. And we are waiting on Check PayPal versus Queefazoids. But they're not in game, so no, someone hasn't posted the match results. We shall wait. In the meantime, we shall update the teams, the IGNs. Rest in peace to Tall but Small. Appreciate you guys competing. It was a pleasure watching you guys. That was a great last game. You guys put in a great effort. And now we are waiting to figure out the results of PayPal versus Queefazoids. I have a feeling someone forgot to update it. Are they in game? Because my client could be bugged. Oh, wait. Is this it? No, I'm wrong. I'm just going to quietly join your Discord and see if what they're talking about. They're muted. There's no way they're in game if they're muted. Hello? Hey, is your game done? Okay. Do you guys know the results? Okay. All right, can one of you guys please post the match results in the chat, please? When you get the chance. You guys will be facing Cozy House. Again, a rematch. All right. Talk to you guys in a bit. All right, here are your matchups. Check Venmo. We'll need to sit and wait. We now have Check PayPal versus Cozy House. The winner of this will face you in a long neighborhood. Hey, I only needed to set up one game. That's epic. Didn't want to make one team wait. Understandable. All right, so Check PayPal, Cozy House, a rematch. We didn't get to see the first match, so I'm glad we get to see another one. Okay, you're all my witnesses. Map selection. Random map. Okay? If it's Bilgewater, I'm not going to change it, but I will be so confused if it's Bilgewater 4 games in a row. Okay, random map. You all are my witnesses. Let's see. Check PayPal. Inviting these two. They're team 1, and then Cozy Home, team 2. Rest in peace, Queefazoids. I should probably update that as well. GG's. It's always a pleasure having Queefazoids around. Stoic left. Did I invite the wrong person? Nope. What's going on? Why are people leaving? I'm very confused. Hang on. You're against check PayPal. And I invited you guys, but you left. Oh. You guys are Cozy House? Check PayPal. Yeah, this is right. Yep, you will rematch them for the ultimate glory. I know. It's crazy. The bracket's cooking up. Alright, oh, I have full control over when this game starts, I guess. Alright. Are you guys ready to go? Alright, let me check with your opponents. One sec. Are you guys good to go? Alright. Good luck. We had the client so you can't see it. Okay. Challenge. Let's take a look. So, eliminated so far. Wow, that is quite the ad. I don't know if I want to show that. Wow. What even is that? That is... Wow. Wow. You know what? We'll take a screenshot this time. I don't think that's like really pushing the limits on what can be shown on Twitch. I have no control over the advertisements, believe it or not. Maybe my cookies have weird things in it, but wow. Anyways, my goodness, I know some people that will really like that ad. Okay, so we're spectating this game. Cozy House versus Check PayPal. Naryunat Amuse has been eliminated. Boneshark Wizards has been eliminated. Queefazoids have been eliminated. Tall but Small have been eliminated. We are down to the final 4 teams. The winner of this match will face you in Luong neighborhood. Very exciting stuff. As drafts have been locked in, let's discuss this. Costco Lover 7000 says, let's go PayPal. I believe that is Cali Love. If not, that is even more awkward than the ad that I just showed that was on that challenge website. Scion being played by Furbo. Bard being played by Koilin. Ari being played by It's KP. Samira and Bard, not sure. I didn't catch a glimpse of that before it went away, unfortunately. On the opposing side, Cozy House, and keep in mind this is a rematch. Actually, let's talk about that real quick because that's more interesting. I don't want to bring up the The website again. That ad was a little too intense. Where were we? Yeah, so this was the matchup right here. They played. Check PayPal won. Then Check PayPal lost to Venmo. Let's just draw arrows. Check PayPal won. Went here. Check Venmo, and then wow, I cannot do this. Check PayPal went here. Check PayPal, then went here. Check PayPal is now here. Cozy House got eliminated. Immediately went here, then here, then here. So we do have a rematch. We did not get to spectate the first match, so I have no real good idea. Why no ad blocker? That is targeted for you. I just can't prove it. No comment. No comment. Why no ad blocker? Because I hate myself. No, the reason why I do not have ad blocker is because I like supporting the content creators of like YouTube and Twitch and stuff. And if I watch ads, they're technically making money, and I don't have money to donate, so I keep the ads on to support the content creators. You can whitelist YouTube? Maybe I should do it. Oh my gosh! I'll look into the ad thing, but my goodness, we're on a different map. We're on a different map. This isn't Bilgewater. Wow. Okay. Yippee. I'm genuinely happy about this. We are on Koshin's Crossing. What? Am I in? Okay, good. I want to make sure I was in my own voice channel. That'd be really awkward if I was in a team chat just talking like this. Okay, we have Rel, Ash, Kiana, Tristana. Kiana, interesting. I haven't seen a Kiana in this type of tournament in a while. And Udyr going AP build. Tristana's still trying to figure out what type of augment she wants to go. Furbo has Blade Waltz. Ryan Lee, very good. Scope your weapon. I'm going to butcher this. Ryuzaki has Outlaw's Grit. Okay. KP. What do you want on Samira's Draw Your Sword? That's so good. Cheating! Oh my gosh, it's KP as a cheater. And we have All For You. Heals and Shields. Okay, is he going to supportive bard build? He is. Alright, that will be kind of interesting to see how they play around that. Let's see. Kiana. Upgraded Hubris. Ooh, that will be fun. Nice stun to prevent the Scion Cube from going through as Andrew engages. Celestial Body onto Andrew. Udyr has Vulnerability. Probably going a Leandri's Burn build. As Blade Waltz comes out for Furbo. And Furbo will just go down from that Blade Waltz. Unfortunately for him, does have the Scion passive. We'll see what he can do from that. Not much it would appear, but the respawn timers are so short, they will just come right back. Nothing intense build-wise that we see so far. I'm just glad it's not Bilgewater. Jinx snap. Zap lands. Chompers come out. Stoic goes in, does great OE damage with his ult. And gets out quickly. Very clean engage and disengage. Interesting. It would appear that Check PayPal is not going to let the Scion farm. I personally like letting Scion farm so you can get infinite health scaling. I don't know if they're trying to funnel the Ahri or Ahri has just been really good at CSing. Although Jinx also has 6 as a charm lands onto Inoza. Andrew Dai gets locked down by the Chompers. Blade Waltz for Furbo. Dishonor takes the kill. Ryuzaki hits S tier, gets the kill. On over to KP. Raven kills Ryuzaki though. Furbo slays Stoic. And here comes the cheater. Their dirty cheater. Let's see what the cheater gets. Fully built Malignants. 11 C. Maybe, actually, you know what? Maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe they're letting the Ahri farm because the Ahri can actually recall and spend the gold without dying. Which would be really smart if that is what they're doing. I'm going to say that they're doing that. Furbo Q lands. Charm lands onto a minion. Furbo backs off. Andrew goes in, lands on KP. Kiana QQ lands out. S tier on Ryuzaki gets a kill onto Dishonor. Blade Waltz Bard ult blocks the tower so Furbo can dive. Beautiful Bard ult to protect Furbo. And that will be 4-4-1. But Sion's in passive. 4-4 a half if you think about it. Noza comes back and gets killed. Dishonor lands the bomb, goes down. Let's do a chime. I don't think it says how many chimes Bardas collected. Oh, 9. 10. Okay, cool, it does. 10 chimes so far. Udyr gets charmed. Sorcerer's Shoes completed on the Ahri now. Again, the cheater. Cheating augment is quite good. I guess they're letting Jinx and Ahri farm on the side of check PayPal. Andrew flash engages. Astral comes out. Furbo ults. Furbo Blade Waltz. I think the bomb will kill him as soon as he comes out. It does. KP misses her abilities. And Cozy House will just back it off after killing Furbo. Any other augments that have been implemented here? Andrew needs a snowball. Just kind of spooking them a bit. Hubris, that's huge, completed onto the Kiana because he has upgraded Hubris. So he gets health back every time he wait, am I gonna take down? Yeah, every time he gets the takedown, he basically gets health back. Jinx Rocket comes out. Stoic, my apologies for the camera, but Stoic goes down. Dishonor kills Furbo. Oh, S tier, but the Kiana ult stops him, kills Ryuzaki. Raven will teleport to the other side. KP goes down. Dishonor gets another jump reset. We'll get one more. And that is an ace in favor of Cozy House. Kills are 9-11. Whew! As they take the first tower. Furbo just gets CC'd. He can barely do anything with the chain CC of Andrew. And they take the first tower. Furbo really tanky. Blade Waltz again as S tier rank hits on the Samira. Double kill. And that's the kill on Jinx. Jinx gets a reset. Has some movement speed. Now will be the time to try and get the tower and even out the towers. Ooh, Redemption coming out. That should be good healing. Bard has healing buffs on the map, remember. Maybe just make sure I'm right. I am right! Man, I are so smart. Winter almost fully stacked. 337 stacks. Noza trying his best to shred Furbo. Furbo will back off, will go down. Furbo has died a lot, but again, who cares if you die as Scion? You have your passive. S rank on Ryuzaki. Astral comes out, cannot block that if you're in ultimate form. And Dishonor takes down Ryuzaki. Ultimate engage from Andrew. It's KP flashes. Brian Lee very good, getting low. Slows from the Ashe passive. Snowball misses from Ashe. KP dodges that. We'll go back. KP has died only one time. Doesn't need to die too much because you have the recall cheater passive. Unfortunately for check PayPal, did not actually get the tower. But they got it quite low. I'm sure they'll get it next rotation. Stoic engages, decides to die. Probably has an augment or something he can purchase now. Let's see what he does with this death. He purchases a mask and Faded Ashes. Haunting guys. Faded Ashes. Let's do an augment check here. W 100 ability haste for Ahri. W ability... Alright, am I clicking? Okay, I was wrong. It's killing time. That's really good for Samira. It's killing time for Samira. Steal Your Heart, so that will give him a ton of health, and he's almost at... Is it 350 stacks? I think it's 350. He's getting close. Yeah, 350. Hoyland has Q 100 ability haste, landing more CC. Jinx has Get Excited. So she has her own Get Excited passive, plus the Get Excited augment. Oh, Ryuzaki hits B tier. Ryuzaki hits A tier. Ryuzaki hits S tier. Here's the ult, and Kiana gets a double kill with the ultimate, and Tristana also gets a kill onto the Scion. Scion passive isn't going to be too useful here because he has no team to help him. Locket has been popped. Coilin pops that. Let's talk about augments on the opposite side for Cozy House. Perseverance. We have OK Boomerang. We have Skilled... Nope, Scope Your Weapon. Critical Rhythm. Andrew Tower dives. Stoic follows up. It's KP pops the ult to trying to reposition. Coilin goes down. Samir S rank. Can he clean this up? He gets 1. He gets 2. He will get 3. And the fourth kill goes over to Furbo. Stoic gets down as well. And now this is the time. Check PayPal. We'll need to try and get this tower to even out the map. Gold-wise, incredibly close. 19 kills, only about a 0.5k lead. 0.5, and this tower will actually probably completely even it up. As Ryuzaki is going to try and execute himself while taking the tower. Will take the health. Will he get the execute, or will he give over a kill? He gets executed. That's very good for Check PayPal. Unfortunate for Cozy Home. Blade Waltz Furbos. Furbo will go down. Brian Lee very good. Gets snowballed on top of by Stoic and Raven as well. KP getting slowed by the Rylai's. I don't even know what slowed him, actually, to be honest. Koilin ults herself. I don't think you're getting out of this one, Koilin. Koilin goes down, and that's an ace in favor of Cozy Home. "41 stacks on the Hubris for the Kiana. 13 champions taken down in 9 minutes and 35 seconds. Again, this is upgraded Hubris. That is a great augment for her. I swear, Stoic has taken every single snowball, but he does go down, punished for that one. Oh, that's interesting. I think Blade Waltz actually procs Heartsteel, it looks like, as S-Rank comes out, but immediately gets shut down. Brian Lee, very good, could potentially get some resets and clutches. Double kill for Samira. Oh, the killing time comes out. I forgot about that. So Samira does get a double kill ultimately. Raven cannot dodge that Q. Good try with the positioning. Andrew will go down as well. KP will probably take a reset here. See what KP does. We'll take the reset and we'll probably teleport back. Let's see what its KP will buy. Brand is banned in this. Unfortunately, we need to use the client. Someone in chat just said Brand is banned in this, right? You need to use the client draft for it to access the Mayhem rule set. So no, Brand is not banned. I would be open to banning Brand if that was an option. I think Brand is a pretty crazy champion in this mode. But I can't control that, unfortunately, in order to access the ARAM Mayhem rules. Unstoppable ultimate. Furbo does not find anyone. Does Blade Waltz. Will dodge the Oh, nope, he won't. I was wrong. I was going to say dodge the bomb. Furbo trying to thin out the wave. Doesn't do much. Ashy comes out. That is a very tiny Ash. Does she have Giant Slayer? That would be very good against Scion. Oh, she has Mad Scientist. Okay. So that's why she's small. The other augments, Cruelty for Rel, that's really good. Mad Scientist. Udyr has Jeweled Gauntlet. He is going an AP build, so that's pretty good too. Tristana, Scopious Weapon. So with that Scopious Weapon plus Tristana's passive of getting attack range, very good. Stoic flashes in, so aggressive. Dishonor jumps. Yuzaki his D tier on Samira. The redemption will protect Furbo for now. Furbo does not have Warmogs, so he's not going to heal it up. Jinx ult. Misses everyone. Tough spot for Check PayPal. Cozy House. Kind of in a decent spot. Stoic and Inoza is in a kind of rough situation. Because if you kill Scion, he has his passive. Oh, good charm. Lands onto Raven. And they take down two. Scion goes down as well. Brian Lee, very good. Gets excited. Not excited enough to continue chasing, however. No, she just cold? Oh, okay. Noted. Bork on the Ash. Bork on the Tristana. So they're going Bork to deal with the health of the Scion. Makes good sense. Other than that, though, nothing really too interesting to point out. We do have a completely full AP Udyr. I assume Udyr has the Ice Cold augment? No, maybe? Does he? Does not. Okay, he just wanted Rylai's for this, though. That makes sense, too. Scion out. Here is the engage. Lands onto the Rel. Not the primary target that he wanted, but that's who he ended up getting. Andrew engages with his ultimate. Andrew takes down the Jinx. That is big. No Jinx reset. It's KP. Does take out Raven. Here comes the S-Rank. Ryuzaki triple kill, and he also has killing time, so he might get more. Quadra kill. Could this be the first penta that we see on stream? Ryuzaki is getting low. Great kiting by Ash. Samira does not get the penta. However, they do get an ace. And only 2 people's lost. So they will get the tower, I believe, and the inhib will completely even out this game. It would look like KP not resetting here. Has the cheater. Everyone's going to be up at the same time on the side of Cozy House. 4 people are up. 6 seconds. Ash is up. It's a race to get this inhib. How are they going to play this? Are they going to try and execute? Are they going to try and stall? They do get the inhib. Mission accomplished, but is that mission worth accomplishing? Brian Lee and Furbo, last two people live. I'm going to back off, play it slow, take the health relics to make sure that they don't get it back. Mikhail's completed onto... Okay, this is upgraded Mikhail's. That's why I wanted to talk about it. Mikhail's completed. This is upgraded. So basically you get bonus health, and it does like an AoE heal. So that's very good considering that Koilin is going a heal build onto the Bard. Furbo stacking health at 9,014 health. Heartsteel stacks at 1,367, but the Bork is going to be shredding him like butter. Bard ult misses. Stoic hiding in the bush. I don't know if that check PayPal knows Stoic is sitting in there. Does Stoic have he has flash or snowball. He's 100% going in. Get ready. You're going to see him snowball in or flash in. Let's check farm numbers. 68. Seeker's arm guard. That could be important here. Seeker's arm guard completed onto the Ahri. Sign ult comes in. Does land onto the Triss, but she gets the jump. Blade ults comes out. Let's zoom out a bit here. Andrew's peeling him. Stoic hit S-ranks. He's on to the Samira. Samira gets the Udyr as well. That execute is huge. Jinx has some resets. Raven takes out the Jinx. No resets anymore. KP misses the charm, lands a bit of a Q. KP dashes in, gets the Malignance proc. Enoza is very slow. Does flash. Ooh, I don't know about this. Enoza. Good kiting. And Rizaki gets the kill. Raven, last person alive here. She's very speedy. Everyone's so tiny. And it's not because I'm zoomed out. It's everyone's just so tiny. D rank, B rank. Good ultimate. Ooh, well played to Raven. Doesn't get the kill. Ryuzaki will use that to wave clear though. I'll use the S rank. Ooh, good try with the snipe snowball. Does Furbo have Warmogs? He does. He's going to sit and regen his health. How much health is he sitting at now? 9,542 health he's sitting on. How many stacks on Hubris? 21 stacks. There's a snowball. He always takes it. Ooh, good Bard ult to disengage. Jinx shut down. Jinx has one reset. It's KP lands a nice charm. Here comes the Samira ultimate. There's one. There's a double kill for the Jinx. There's a double kill for the Samira. This could be an ace, and that will be check PayPal. Getting all of them. Ace, only losing one in the process. It's the Jinx. I think they can end off of this. Sion is tanky enough where he could probably just tank it. Redemption comes out for the extra heals. Let's check that heal. Massive heal with the Bard heal buffs. And here comes the Taric ult to protect them. The Augment, the Divine Intervention, I believe it is called. And that should be game. Check PayPal. Don't worry. I rigged the tournament because your payment went through. Jokes aside, I did not rig the tournament. I've never done that. But here are the results of the match. Whopping Bard damage. No, the Bard went healing. That's why the Bard damage was so low. Very well played. Wow, every game we've watched so far I felt like has gotten better and better and better. $20? $20? You think I'm that cheap that I would rig the tournament? $20? It would need to be at least $30 for me to rig. Okay, let's update the bracket. Let's hope and pray that there's no weird ads of like some guy practically completely naked. The ads look safe here. Check PayPal, advances, cozy home. Unfortunately, we'll need to stick in their cozy home. We have now UN Luong Neighborhood and check PayPal for the final game in losers. Winner advances and faces check Venmo. We need to remake the lobby for this one. ARAM, y'all are my witnesses. See how it says Cochin's Crossing? See how it says Cochin's Crossing here? Why I'm doing this and resetting the lobby is what happens is it selects a random map. Then for whatever reason, I have no idea why, but it keeps the same map it randomly selected. So since I selected Cochin's Crossing and I'm creating a new game, it thinks, oh, this person just wants Cochin's Crossing for the rest of this lobby. Nope, it doesn't keep the random, which is why I always tell people you need to reset the lobby. Otherwise, it's going to be the same map. Okay, so that's why. This right here is proof. Okay, I did select random. I'm 100% sure. There's a clip of it. You can go back. Well, maybe not a clip, but you can scroll back. Anyways, random map. Rant over. We have UN Luong Neighborhood. Check PayPal. Check PayPal will be team 2. And then we have Cozy House is eliminated. Luong Neighborhood. Making it to losers round 4. They'll be team 1. How do I unblock someone? I feel bad blocking him. Oh, in setting? I don't want to go to settings. I feel like I'll leak my number or something. Times are tough. Get it where you can. To clarify, are they on the right side? Luong Neighborhood is team 1. Yep. Everyone's on the right side. So the winner of this match, I'll take a screenshot now. We'll make it to finals. Here we are right here. Winners advances to this right there. Faces check Venmo. Last person we're waiting on is It's KP. I should update the list. IGNs. Rest in peace, Cozy House. I appreciate you guys joining. This is the first time that any of these players have participated in a tournament, and they got 4th place. Very impressive. I appreciate them joining. I hope to see them compete in another Mayhem tournament or ARAM tournament in general. I don't know how long the Mayhem will last. Soon Kayuli Bunny throws out the bunny emote. Look at this trash talk. Wow. Unbelievable, the toxicity in this. What? Ay. Catacon, the team captain, is ready for Luong Neighborhood. I have new missions. Why is it telling me I have new missions? I'll wait for Furbo or someone on the opposing team. Check PayPal to respond. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck. Hide the client so I don't leak what people are picking. We'll wait and see. Pull up the bracket again. So the winner of this match, like I said, will go to finals. Then the winner of this match will need to beat the finalists 2 times because it's double elimination. So a team can only get eliminated if they lose 2 games. Check Venmo is flawless in their victories so far. So they just need to win 1 game. But we'll focus on this one. Luong Neighborhood. Check PayPal. I am very impressed by Luong Neighborhood. They're doing quite well. This is their best performance, I think, in any tournament they've participated in. So it's very cool to see. We'll see if they'll take down Check PayPal. Check PayPal, it's kind of difficult to call Check PayPal here because they have some players that aren't on the typical roster. Some of them separated to go to Check Venmo. So the quote-unquote low-budget Check PayPal for this tournament. The high-budget Check PayPal is actually one of the highest-ranking teams in the server in terms of their ARAM performances. So definitely a bit of an underdog here is Luong Neighborhood. Check PayPal wants to reclaim and maintain their throne, as the champions are locked in. Sunkayuli Bunny playing KO, Catacon playing Varus, Sunkayuli Bunny, the second one, playing Galio, Jade Wanderer playing Kaiza, Scion being piloted by Project Snail. This is Team Luong Neighborhood. Did I do ARAM Mayhem? I hope I did ARAM Mayhem. Oh shoot, now I'm stressed. Okay, we'll figure it out. I'm sure someone will message me and be like, you didn't do Mayhem. The blind pick thing is throwing me off. I hope that's just a visual bug. We'll know if we get in game and no one has augments. If that's the case, then that is 100% on me. Anyways, let's assume that I did not make a mistake. Let's say that I'm absolutely flawless and perfect. Renata Glask, Rise, Trinamir, Misfortune, Nico. Great wombo combo. A Renata ultimate into a Misfortune ultimate, into a Nico ultimate. They are looking to team fight. Galio can counter this quite hard, though, if he positions himself and ults after his teammates get ulted, and the Kale ult to disengage. Ooh, this is tough. Both comps have very good disengage and saying, nah, you can't do that. but both also have really great, we want to do this. So I think it's ultimately not going to be who engages first, but who decides to disengage first. Budget check PayPal. If you want an extra $10, just say it. I'm just calling a low budget check PayPal because this isn't the typical roster. Whenever I think of the check PayPal roster, I think of Erebus, Furbo, Koilin, Kalilov, which in chat, and it's either Nutjuice or Xylena. Usually it's Nutjuice, but I feel like Xylena has been more active recently. At least conversation-wise. Usually, Xylena is always the first person to direct message me asking when the bot is being posted and whatnot. No! Butcher's Bridge. Why? Yeah, we're back on the cool Butcher's Bridge map. Do people have augments? Okay. Whew. We're good. It is Mayhem, but we are on Bilgewater. Butcher's Bridge. Rise. Taking. Overflow. Okay, that's really good on Rise because he needs mana for his kit. His abilities damage stacks off of mana. And with Overflow, that's double stackage. That's fantastic for him. Sunkayuli Bunny, the Galio. This is going to be very hard to commentate. Has Tank Engine. Okay. So if you're going Tank Engine, I would recommend buying an early Warmog so you don't lose those stacks. We'll see if he listens. Project. He's probably not listening. W Ability Haste. Okay, extra shielding. Catacon rocking the Vamp. Ooh, no health regen, but Omnivamp. Interesting. We'll see how he builds. Looks like he's going a Lethality build. Kayuli Bunny, the other one. Going Recursion. 60 ability haste. Chain CC. Furbo getting Chain CC'd. Will be okay. Piloting the Tryndamere. Galio knock up. Into Cyan will not be knocked up because Furbo flashes. And Furbo goes down even though the Renata W is on him. Catacon takes the first kill of the match. Right, augments quickly. Apex Inventor, interesting. Could maybe go Redemption and lock it. That would be very fantastic. Misfortune going Critical Rhythm. So gets attack speed based off of crits. Tryndamere going Vampirism. Omnivamp. That's weird. Why did it pop Burst Out Blood whenever Furbo killed someone, but not whenever he died? Very strange. 1 for 1 so far. Gold lead, kind of irrelevant at this point, but is being taken over by Check PayPal. No interesting builds that I can see so far. I'm just going to try my best to pronounce Sunkayuli Bunny as Galio and Sunkayuli Bunny as Kale. I'll try my best. As Galio goes down, Kai'Sa also goes down, Jade Wanderer. Scion fully charged Q will clear some of that wave, thin it out a bit. Kale steps up, but doesn't have the range to clear that wave. Will go down. Furbo taking that kill for himself. Galio knock up and taunt lands onto 2. Tryndamere will go down. They get Renata, but does have the W. And Renata will not be able to protect Misfortune there. Shutdown goes over to Jade Wanderer, the Kai'Sa, going AP Kai'Sa, going a poke build. So what kind of augment does Kai'Sa have? Brian Lee, very good, trapped in that little nook. Galio lands the taunt. KP misses the E and misses the Q. Let's see what Kai'Sa's going. Oh, beginning to end. Okay, that's actually really good on Kai'Sa. You can keep your distance, proc first strike because you're not going to be close fighting. And Dark Harvest will be that execute. So I think AP Kai'Sa's pretty good here. I must say, not the biggest fan into doing that as Neeko because Neeko can screen. As Neeko is a minion. Oh, wasn't a minion for very long. Catacon will live on by the skin of his teeth. Oh my gosh, they are low. That's 1 kill. Ryuzaki gets the kill. Galio's low. Jade Wanderer is low. They're not going to be able to get that health relic. That is bad. MF ult comes out. Does get a double kill. Jade Wanderer does walk out. Can poke with W. Project Snail also goes down. Furbo dives. Does have his ultimate. Project Snail has slain Brian Lee. Very good. Scion will try and kill its KP. Will not double kill over to its KP. Tryndamere kills Kai'Sa. Catacon on his own. But here's Sunkayuli Bunny for Galio. Furbo being taunted now. Can not attack Varus. Catacon does not survive, unfortunately for him. Furbo will be able to walk it off. Project Snail deep in there. Furbo and the Omnivamp that he has from his Vamptic Scepter. Is that what it's called? Vampirism. Excuse me. Vamptic Scepter is the lifesteal item. Healing quite a bit. Heartsteel stack. Project Snail. Furbo. Renata comes out, lands under 3. Kale ult does disengage that, though. Again, that's what I'm saying. The Kale ult, you have the Galio ult, can disengage stuff. Kale flashes, gets the kill. Galio ult comes out, will chain CC, but not needed. Oh, Nico surprises them. Nico lands the E and the Q, takes down 2 potentially. Jade Wanderer shields herself with the passive. It's KP 1v1, and they take down the Rise. It's KP. Will win the 1v1. Project Snail doesn't land the E. Oh, KP. KP cancels the auto attack. Does get Project Snail. Project Snail in zombie form. Finds the right one and gets the Heart Steel stack. Ooh, Galio does try his best to peel. Varus goes down. Furbo. So strong on this Tryndamere, being so aggressive, and he can be even more aggressive because you have the Coiling shields with the Renata, and the Renata W just protecting him. Renata has the redemption. This is a big deal because she has Apex Inventor, so that's going to be a very, very short cooldown. We'll be able to spam that like crazy. Keep her teammates protected and well fed. Titanic Hydra onto the Tryndamere. Galio engages, will not find much because the Renata pulls him back. Roa stacking, that's good because of the Rise augment as well as the Rise abilities. It's KP, slays the Galio. Root comes out. Okay, Nico is trying to get the minion to transform into. They're trying their best to clear the wave, but that Titanic Hydra proc and autos from Furbo is just destroying Varus and Kai'Sa. Look at Furbo down here just 1v2ing, and Galio taunts him. Doesn't 1v2 for very long, but he'll come back stronger. Ryuzaki, under the redemption, will get some health back. Ooh, this is a tough game for you in Luong neighborhood. Check PayPal is in the pilot seat for sure. Oh, and the Nico ult. Ooh, the Renata Q, throwing them away. Then Nico re-engages. 21-12. Galio takes the shutdown. Project Snail has returned. Soon Caillou Bunny is only level 8. Will protect herself with the ultimate. Nice. Okay. That's 3 for none so far. They need that. What this means, though, for check PayPals, they'll get new augments. Check Furbo's augments real quick. Scopious weapon, so he can auto-attack from even further. That's really good for Tryndamere. Misfortune. Mystic Punch. I think that's good, but you're going to go through a lot more mana. So we'll see if he builds a mana item or if he just trusts himself on his ability usage. Nico going Earth's Champion. Interesting. So Earth's gives you a lot of stats, and pretty much anything is good on Nico. I mean, AD is good because you auto-attack. AP is good because you have AP. AD, ability haste. Great. So that's not bad on Nico at all. The second thing. Goliath. Okay. Should have known by how huge she is. Furbo goes deep. Nico Q shreds Jade Wanderer. Oh, but Furbo gets the kill. Galio tries to protect teammates. Furbo has the Renata W and his ultimate. Catacon runs to the edge. I think he should have ran to the cannon, but he's okay. Taunt onto its KP. KP, low health. Rise gets Soon Caillou Bunny Kale. Soon Caillou Bunny Galio gets the kill. Is on a rampage. Is he going damage? He's not even going damage. He's just playing really well. Respect. And that's inhib taken at 7 minutes and 42 seconds. Galio comes in, gets the shield from the cannon, lands the taunt, will go down. Project Snail comes here. Nico ult comes out. Kai'Sa gets knocked up and will go down. Project Snail 1v1. I don't think you win this 1v1 with Rise, but maybe with Catacon you win the 1v2. Nice dodge from Catacon dodging the Rise Q. Rise will try to kite this out. Here's Tryndamere. His teammates are here. Renata's here. Ryan Lee very good. Kills Scion. Soon Caillou Bunny Kale is just getting melted by Furbo's auto attacks. Project Snail will officially go down. Double kill over to Brian Lee. Soon Caillou Bunny Galio will be thrown back from the Renata Q. Ooh, good poke by Catacon. Good snipe. Going in the cannon. Let's see where Catacon or Furbo goes. Furbo goes right back onto Catacon. Brian Lee is taking tower. He will go down. I'm sure he's fine with that. I'm sure he has a lot of gold as he has a shutdown. Sion claims that. Furbo is just playing his own little mini game here. Double kill over onto Furbo. Looks like it might be a triple kill. Lands the snowball. Triple kill over to Furbo. Takes the cannon. Does take the tower shot though. Apparently that does not make him invulnerable to the tower shots. We'll go buy some items here. There's been so much fighting I haven't been able to talk about augments. Project Snail lands the knockup. Oh, he has Glacial Augment. That's interesting. And takes down Ryuzaki. Sunkayuli Bunny ults himself as Kale. Project Snail is trying to help as well. Hoyland uses the ult. Uh-oh. Ooh. KP takes the kill onto the Kale. Project Snail will get under the redemption, but will back off. Good knockup by Sunkayuli Bunny Galio. Here comes a Nico knockup in response. Nico will go down. So does Project Snail. Double kill over to the Varus. Catacon doing decently considering how rough this game is. Brian Lee, very good, has been exhausted. Jade Wanderer will go down. Galio is trying to taunt him to protect himself. Furbo wants to be taunted. Furbo saying, here, dude, come on me. I like to auto-attack you. His spins. Does he have Mystic Punch? What does he have? And Furbo is just taking full advantage of this cannon. He just keeps going back to it like it's his own part of his kit. That cannon is his canyon for this game. Project Snail getting... Oh my goodness. Furbo has gone in that cannon probably like 6 times this match. Project Snail goes down. And they're just going to look to end this game and check PayPal with an incredibly dominant win. Will win the loser's bracket, but now we'll have to face their friends in Czech Venmo and beat them twice to take the championship. Here are the stats. GG's to Luong Neighborhood. Very impressive showing. Their best performance, I think, in the history of the Tournament Kingdom tournaments. Czech PayPal will take them down. We now have Czech Venmo versus Czech PayPal. So I originally scripted, quote unquote. I wanted the final game to be Howling Abyss, but I will ask their permission if they want Howling Abyss or if they want a random map. If it's even and one team wants Howling Abyss, one team doesn't, it'll just be random. So I'm gonna hop in their team chats real quick. Hey. Congrats on the win. So you guys have made it to the finals. I wanted to, I don't know if you were listening to the stream or not. I wanted to ask you guys what would your preference be for the finals? Keep in mind you'll need to win 2 matches to eliminate them. Would you rather play on Howling Abyss for all games, or would you rather have random map for both games? Furbo, you're the team captain. What do you say? All right, I'll leave it up to Venmo. What were you gonna say? We'll see what Venmo feels. The finals, baby! All right, I asked the Czech PayPal, and they said they don't care. They don't have a preference. Did you want to do... Keep in mind, you simply need to win 1 more game. The tournament ends. If you happen to lose your first game, then there will be 1 more game that needs to be played. So my question to you guys is, I was thinking of doing Howling Abyss for the finals. So would you rather do Howling Abyss for the finals, or would you rather just do 2 random maps for the finals? Do you all agree? Okay. Sweet. 2 randoms it is. All right. The Czech PayPal didn't care. Czech Venmo was vocal and said they want to do 2 randoms. Potentially it could just be 1. Okay. ARAM Mayhem, check. Random map, check. Confirm. Czech PayPal will be... I'll let them know. Czech PayPal is team 2. Czech Venmo, team 1. Potential final game. So again, this is double elimination. So how this works is if Czech Venmo wins, the tournament's over, Czech Venmo are the champions. If Czech PayPal wins, then we go to another game because it's double elimination, and Venmo has yet to lose. So in order to get eliminated, you need to beat the team twice at this point. Put them in SR. I've always been curious. I've always wanted to see what would happen if the top ARAM teams actually competed in a Summoner's Rift tournament. Aramatures, Win Traders, Czech PayPal, now technically Czech Venmo, since it's like a hybrid of PayPal and other teams. I think it would be very interesting to see how they would compete. But they've never once expressed interest. Good night, Lumi. That's not true. Lumi actually expressed interest. And he actually played in one of the solo Summoners Rift tournaments. And whenever it was just two teams, but he still won. He still won with that team and played very, very well and was jungling. Alrighty. Potential final match here. I am not that surprised. Tournament's only been going for about 2 hours and 12 minutes. Considering there's 8 teams, I'm a little surprised. It's kind of flying by. Like, this could potentially be over in 30 minutes. I mean, ARAMs are just, or sorry, ARAM Mayhem specifically is so snowbally, so I'm not that surprised. I want to talk to, I want to try and figure out if there's a way to have the bot. Why is Llama DMing me? I need to check this. He rarely DMs me unless it's something important. I want to check that DM real quick. Llama is this guy. I just don't like opening up DMs in stream. Oh. I just responded to Llama. Oh, he just sent me. I wasn't sure. I'll just DM him. All right. Well, we got a surprise guest commentator. Hopefully there's no audio issues. Why can't I? Oh, I'm dumb. Doing it to the wrong thing. Llama will be casting. Oh, he's in here. Yo! The stream can't hear you. Hang on. Say something real quick, please.
Hello. Check. 1
Hey,
2 1 2.
the
It's
stream
Llama.
can hear you. Nice. So for those of you guys that don't know, Llama has never casted the Tournament Kingdom tournament before, but he's on Blue Ball Boys, a team, probably the most popular team, unironically, because you guys have been here for years. And he will be casting.
Yeah, one of the OGs.
Yeah, one of the OGs. One of the very few people with a crown in this server. People probably don't even know what the crown represents, but yeah, they're the ranked 1 Summoners Rift team whenever he did Team Summoners Rift. I need to get you in here.
Yeah.
Being said, how are you doing, Llama? How's life?
Oh, I'm doing well. Yeah, doing great. I'm kind of bummed the BBB squad is not competing because we've been having a lot of fun with playing ARAM Mayhem as the BBB squad and different iterations of it. But yeah, unfortunately today everyone was out of town or traveling or doing other stuff, so I decided to do some stuff too. I just saw the new Yorgos Lanthimos movie, Begonia. That's quite the film, and just got home from that. And then I was like, oh wait, it's still going on. Let me jump in for some vibes. And so I mean, yeah, like I've been loving ARAM Mayhem in general. So I'm just like so excited to be able to at least cast it.
All right. I'm excited to have you, Castle. Should be a fun time. All right, so I'm going to hit start. Please do not talk about the draft, because you might spoil what people are picking.
Yeah.
Once it's locked in, then we can talk about draft.
Okay, cool.
Do you want to do play-by-play, color, all of the above?
I'm good on either. Whatever you prefer or want more support with, I am happy to fill.
Well, here's the thing. There's so much chaos in these matches that play-by-play is basically talks nonstop. So if you feel like talking nonstop, you can do it. If you don't feel like talking nonstop.
Are you tired of talking nonstop? Let's start there.
I'm chilling. I could do whatever.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, I'm happy to fill in some dead moments, or if you want to do a lot of the play-by-play action, I can just kind of fill in as needed. So, yeah, feel free to take the team fights, and in any lulls, I can think about,
okay,
jump in wherever. So,
so have you ever spectated an ARAM Mayhem game?
No.
All right. So to know the augments that a player is using, you need to right click? I think it's left click. You know how if you click them, you can see how many like stacks they have on board
the
or
info
whatnot?
on the left side. Yep.
Yeah, that's where it appears. You can't see it anywhere else. So you need to manually click on each person and be like, oh, this person has Goliath or whatever. All right, we
Well,
can talk about
now
draft
that
now.
we have it locked, now we know at least team comps. Is that true?
Yes.
Wow. Well, okay. So I was looking at the bracket earlier, and it looks like Czech Venmo, which I know has been previously Czech PayPal, sounds like they're kind of a conglomerate of this squad. I mean, they've always been a wait. There is also Czech PayPal though.
Yeah, so Czech PayPal had a lot of people that were interested in this event, so they separated
Oh,
it. So there's Czech PayPal and Czech Venmo. Typically, I mean, they kind of split it in half, essentially. Erebus is typically on Czech PayPal, but today he's playing on Czech Venmo. So
got
lots of
it. Okay.
checking today.
Yeah, because
Bank
I mean,
account?
speaking about this team, I've been checked by this team in ARAM tournaments more times than I can count. I think in the Tournament King. These are some strong ARAM players.
Mm. Oh man, they have Brand. Oof. Oof. Brand with Magic Missile and Infernal Conduit is insanely strong if he gets those augments. The first game of the day, we actually had a Brand that went in Magic Missile and just shredded people. It was absurd. Very strong champion. Even someone in Twitch chat asked if Brand is banned from the tournament. Fortunately, we cannot control that. Whose comp do you like more? If you were with a BBB crew, which comp would you want?
I mean, if I'm with a BBB crew, like Brand does kind of seem Giga win, as well as like I just think what they have around them too. They have clear 80 damage dealer. Senna doesn't get quite as many stacks in this game mode as other modes. They have someone to dive in with the Master Yi. They have that frontline tank. They have an enchanter. Like honestly, you could run this comp in Summoner's Rift and be fine. And I think honestly, a lot of that translates into ARAM as well. Meanwhile, lot of squishiness. You got 3 big AP targets in the Corki and Mbessa. And it just makes me nervous. I think they're going to just get exploded. And there can get a point where Sejuani just becomes unkillable here, I think, too.
We'll see the map. It's random for us.
Ooh, Butcher's Bridge?
Another Butcher's Bridge, baby. The bridge has been butchered today.
I feel like it's 70% Butcher's Bridge. Is that what you've been seeing today, too?
I don't know if that's in ARAM Mayhem normal, but in the custom games, we've been getting Butcher's Bridge every single game, I think, except the one, which was Goshen's Crossing.
My.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, if you left
Rebel Rousing from Mbessa, so that's going to give some mobility here.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Bread and Cheese taken by, so that E ability haste for Aurora. That'll give her that jump back more frequently. Oriana with the Q ability haste.
As we're not already getting into the fights. I'm telling you, Llama, you're barely going to say a word. The plant comes out. Erebus will take 2 of those charges. Okay, maybe we have some downtime. What else?
Also, Rebel Rousing on Rise for that first augment, and then Vulnerability, meaning that crit damage on Corki. That's actually massive for damage over time effects. And Q, you probably see something going with something that's going to burn as well. There's an engage. First blood already.
Yeah. I hope we're synced up. Are you at like 1 minute, 105, 106?
Yeah.
Okay,
keep counting.
108, 109, 110, 111, 112.
All right, I'm synced with that. Thank you.
All right, perfect. All right, here we go. Ipu Unicorns will try to take down its KP. Does stun her, but it does go down. Here comes Erebus back. And again, remember, I learned this today. I don't know if you knew this, Llama. You're smarter than I am, but apparently whenever you take the cannon, you get a shield now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I don't think I knew that, actually.
Yeah, well.
Erebus trying to fight.
Erebus with the double kill. Coilin taking some damage from Erebus. Coilin goes down. Triple kill for the Master Yi. Quadra kill for the Master Yi. Could this be the first penta of the day? Why is it showing me Corki? Oh my gosh, the directed camera just royally screwed that. But hey.
Oh, unfortunate. But there's the first penta of the day, too. It's good luck having me here. We were talking about Erebus maybe being on the other squad as being this key member. But now look what they can do with the red squad here in this finals. Potentially the last game. A pentakill in 2 minutes?
Yeah, that is amazing. On Yi especially, because you need some items on Yi, but Erebus has just dominated that. Now,
well, take a look as well. The reason why he was able to do that is his first augment is this Executioner, so 10% more damage to enemies below 30% health, but critically reset basic abilities on takedown. So he is just Alpha Strike, Alpha Strike, Alpha Strike over and over and over again and going in once again.
Yeah, as we have another fight here. Furbo getting decent shields. Will to get 1 kill. Ipu Unicorns goes down. Erebus, the carry, taking some of the plants, but will go down. We'll go buy some items now. Dishonor getting quite low. Corki lands the Q, gets a triple kill. Could this be another? Oh, okay. I was going to say if there's another pentakill, that would be shocking. But triple kill, it's KP, takes down Senna.
Well, not to surprise to see Blue Squad being able to really have the firepower early game. I talked about how well balanced Red side is, but what they do lack is going to be the kind of skirmishing power, and that's why you see 5 big damage champions that Blue's drafted.
Snowball lands onto Ryuzaki. Shutdown goes over to Erebus. Erebus now with 6 kills. 6 out of the 7 kills onto him. Senna doing decent poke. Stun comes out from Ipu Unicorns. Furbo taking a lot of brand damage. Furbo will die to the burn from
Level
Brand.
6 as well, Erebus.
Erebus popping off again, going under tower, and that is a double kill, I believe. Yep, and not just will claim the other kill.
Another 2.
Yeah, wow. 8 kills out of 11 has been claimed by Erebus. As they pick off Ryuzaki, Ryuzaki has a nice flash, but Erebus doesn't care. He's just going to keep diving with this Q. John Alt comes out to protect his teammates. Ryuzaki gets killed there, and Nutjuice gets killed by the cannon. It's KP with a great Aurora ultimate. Lucky Mango goes down. Dishonor, last one alive. Dishonor just stands still, knows that their fate is sealed, and that is a triple kill over to the Aurora.
Okay, so this is another big answer back. Yes, the red team needed to die here, but I'm going to be curious to see if they're going to wait for level 7. It does not look like the case. Senna's close to level 7. Remember, that's where you get that second augment. Lucky Mango has already hit that level 7. I'm surprised they're not waiting in base because, remember, you can only get those augments after death, and it would have given them a massive power spike, but it looks like a lot of them left base prior. So as I go through those players, only it looks like Brand has that second augment, which is ice cold, which won't be doing too much until they get that Rylai's.
Yeah, what's Brand's first augment here? It's killing time. Interesting. So he's really comboing for the ults. I wonder if he'll go Malignance. As its KP gets stunned up under the bush, will not be able to go down though. Erebus solo. Coilin claims that kill, killing her teammate that she usually is paired up with. Furbo has.
I think they realized they made the mistake by not getting their second augment, so decided to just try to trade health here to take that second death and then be able to come back with 2 augments. And at least because there's no sustain on the blue squad, they basically have to fight at these reduced health bars.
It makes sense. You need those augments. The augments are way too strong to ignore, but they're both coming back now. Senna ult comes out. Its KP will dash out of here. Furbo doing a good job frontlining, but not good enough where he will survive. Nutjuice claims that kill. Rise ult comes out. We'll see where he goes with that. Doesn't actually take it because it gets CC'd. Erebus does the Alpha Strike. Is in a 1v2. We'll be able to clean this up. And Brian goes down as well. And that is... Oh, KP doing a little juking. Erebus is too fast. It's KP. Triple kill on the Erebus.
Yes, a massive fight with those second augments. Remember that Blue Squad didn't have any of theirs, but now that they're level 8 hitting the back on the Butcher's Bridge once again, you're going to expect to see a response here.
Furbo, Jana Alt does that to disengage. Erebus still doing his thing. Ipu Unicorn's currently taking. Nutjuice is just hitting the tower, poking it slowly but surely. Erebus takes the snowball and tries to go back, uses the W to prevent some damage. Will go down. Coilin will claim that kill. Furbo chasing it down. Nutjuice will go down as well. Furbo and Besta chasing you down is one of the scariest champions in the game to have being chased by. Corky does get the kill, will barely survive. Double kill on over to Furbo. That's an ace.
And we're trading 5 for 5 back and forth, Tournament King. This is just a bloodbath. They're trying to use their timers to take these fights. They had 1 item completed for Blue Squad. Now that Red's coming back out of base with about item and a half or even 2 items completed for this 12-kill Erebus, you're going to see Red Squad want to try to counter-engage and hold the health on this inner tower here on the bridge.
Shadowrunner on the Yi. Every time he uses his Q, he's going to get movement speed, so you can't run him from him. If he's on top of you, you're just dead unless you CC chain him. As Oriol goes, oh, but he misses because of the Alpha Strike. Dodges the Oriana ult. Furbo's going low. Ryuzaki goes down. Erebus claims that kill. Furbo also goes down. Double kill. Could this be another penta? Erebus getting the triple kill.
There's
2
3
more kills. Ipu Unicorn. Coilin dashes in.
Wants it.
Oh, he didn't get the kill. Dishonor takes it. Erebus doesn't care. He just wants the victory. Chasing its KP. KP very quickly because she popped the ghost. Ooh.
Okay, so now what you have to do is trade your entire health bars for this Red Squad for as much damage on this inner tower as possible. And you need to try to defend if you're Blue Squad and not let them get this tower too early.
Mesa in the backline trying to wreak havoc. Shutdown goes over to Corky, killing the Yi. Lucky Mango is not lucky there. Ipu Unicorn's tanking it. Will try to get the tower before it goes down. Is unsuccessful. Nutjuice tries to take it. Nutjuice is unsuccessful and the tower still stands. And that is an ace.
There it is. It's this back and forth game that we're talking about, Tournament King, right? You're going to rush down the lane. You want to try to get as much damage as tower as you can. Die, spend all that gold, and then get back on the rift to try to do the same thing. And it's just back and forth this entire time.
Juice gets that kill instead of the alpha strike from Erebus. Better than an execution, though.
Now it's 5v4.
Yep.
Red wants to have a response here, and they're going to try to force the issue.
Ooh,
Ultimates are available for everyone but Mango.
Yeah, that's slow on Lucky Mango, the brand. He has the Ice Cold, and he has the Rylai's complete. So the slows are going to be so annoying for the side of Venmo. As the Sejuani ult lands, Furbo trying to disengage us in the 4v5 situation. Does a decent job. Here's it's KP. Engage! Now, huge Aurora ultimate! Huge burst damage. Erebus trying to carry the team, though. Erebus does go down. It's huge. Oreo misses, unfortunately. Misposition that. IPU Unicorns goes down. Furbo gets the kill. Dishonor getting killed by Rise. Lucky Mango is, again, unlucky. Not so sweet of a Mango there. And that is another ace in favor of Check Venmo.
I gotta shout out Brian Lee, very good with that, very good realm warp behind enemy lines there on the bridge. We're able to get a flank angle to collapse on the remaining members of the team. And the fact that this was not their turn to win a fight and blue team still had the wombo and the combo, they're in a great position now. But here comes that counter strike. It's the counter fight from red.
Erebus is the main star of this show, gets another kill. Brian Lee very good, is going down, shut down over to the Janna. And then Aurora's just going to go back, get some plants, and try and wait for the next team fight.
All right, these death timers are starting to extend a little bit. We're already 9 minutes in. Level 11 have been hit for a lot of members on the squad. That's their third augment. However, they just got it from the fight, so a lot of red team members do not have third augment. I expect them to lose this next fight now.
Yeah, tower goes down. Erebus, woo, close, but he will not get that. Ryuzaki trying to focus IPU Unicorns. Furbo in the backline trying to take out that annoying brand, that nightmare of a brand. Double kill over onto the Corki. Furbo gets that kill. Dishonor trying her best to peel as Janna, one of the best peelers in the game, but I don't think it's going to be good enough. As who will claim the kill? It will be Furbo with the double kill.
And they're in a great lane state. Look how far they are when they get the ace. The further you can push into the enemy side before getting those kills gives you longer to push during those death timers. Dishonor still dead for 15 minutes. KP wants to get some their own. Can't get any KP there. Does fall, takes the reset, and picks up their next needlessly large rod.
Someone in chat asked if Aurora has the tap dancer. She does not. She has Shadowrunner. As we fight, Erebus takes down Ryuzaki. Furbo again in the backline. It's just two separate fights. Ooh, Erebus dodges the Orianna ult. Furbo's trying to get out of there and help Brian Lee, but it's not going to work out. Furbo says, never mind, I need to turn this around. Oh, Brian Lee, very good, is going to be very dead? Maybe I am wrong?
Runs away very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the movement speed. IPU Unicorns trying their best to kill him. Lucky Mango.
Oh, there's the Ignite. That's going to cut some of the heal cut coming in from the Omniscious Pact.
Oh.
Ominous Pact. Oh, but
My
he's still alive.
Goodness,
He's still moving
still
and grooving his way
alive!
out of there.
Wow, is the brand burn going to get him? It doesn't look like it. And his KP goes down. Brian Lee manages to survive. What a crazy escape.
And that's from that Ominous Pact that he has every time he's
ulting
getting
in.
20% Omnivamp.
Yeah. Furbo
now.
Furbo, Lance Snowball, and Lucky Mango. Again, Erebus just doing his own thing. Ryuzaki kills him. Ryuzaki's damage is actually insanely high this match, and just shredding
Furbo 1v3?
Yep. Furbo, this is your moment to shine. Nice, gets one kill. Focusing that juice. His teammate that he's usually with. Ooh, good job on a disengage. Is it enough? It's not. Furbo re-engages. Nut Juice gets a little bit of a shield from the Janna. Does some good kiting, trying to use his bush to advantage, but does go down. It's KP. Returns. Tags the Dishonor. Who Unicorns will land the stun in a second. Lands it. Tries his best to peel for the Janna.
Furbo just can't go down. It has Rabble Rousing, so it's healing every ability, and is getting a shield every time that they dash or blink, and that's on every single ability too. Furbo is just staying full health, and there's nothing Red Team can do about it.
Yeah, I mean, even with Sedge and Janna one of the best disengagers, Janna just can't stop Furbo from getting healthy and engaging this. Aurora auto attack is not enough to kill Lucky Mango.
They get him!
Ooh, Lucky Mango burn does get the kill. Nutjuice, half HP instantly from that Aurora burst. Lucky Mango, low health, trying his best to clear this wave before he might potentially look for a reset. They do have the cannons available. We'll see if they try and go for a flank here. Corki gets rooted by the Senna. 4 souls available for Nutjuice. I haven't checked his stacks. How's he stacking? How's the Senna doing?
Ooh, Nut Juice, let's take a look here.
Oh,
Nut Juice is sitting at 70 stacks.
KP gets Lucky Mango. That's not surprising. He was low. Janna comes out to disengage as well as heal her allies. It's KP. Goes down. Nut Juice gets the kill. Ryuzaki and Erebus just 1v1ing constantly. And that is 4 for 1. The one person alive is the raid boss of Furbo.
But now you are playing base defense on the red side with low health bars. Lucky Mango will come up with full health here in 5 seconds. And we'll see if they have that last augment. Doesn't look like quite yet. They're still only level 14, meaning you have to make a base defense with 3 augments when you have 2 towers that are both low. This could be a tricky fight for Red to pull out because they're going to have the health bar disadvantage when we come into this fight at 13.5 minutes.
Yeah, the good news for the red team here is that they have Senna heals with the Q. Eventually, Janna will maybe get ult if you stall long enough. Oh, wait, what did Janna... Oh, Janna has the upgraded Mikhail's. So she uses that to heal her allies. As in the engage starts instantly. Oh, but the Oriole misses. Airbus does take down the Braid boss. Oh, no. Koilin goes down. Airbus will take Ryuzaki again down. That's a triple kill, I believe. That's 4 kills, I believe. Could this be another penta?
Is it another
maybe
one?
I'm wrong. I don't know. I think I might be wrong, but that is a quadra kill. Is it? I don't know who got one of the kills, but it was a quadra kill. 24 kills on the Erebus. More than half of his team's kills. And he's not even their main damage source. He's just one of them.
Oh, what made Furbo unkillable was those extended fights. That's what they were able to get all that healing from. Unfortunately, Erebus pressing R and going to the backline just was not able, or Furbo was not able to tank up enough damage, but now he can.
Yeah.
There's not enough damage to stop Furbo.
Ooh, Furbo's going turbo here. Erebus goes down to triple kill on over to the raid boss of Furbo. Oh, man, this game's crazy.
Wow.
Rizal.
Furbo. Oh, they're just trying to move that wave down because they don't care about this next one. As long as you have at least 1 minion with you to be able to tank up the tower, they might be able to just play for these Nexus towers. Death timer is still 10 seconds.
Yeah,
on
and with
4 members.
And with all the shielding that Furbo has, he could potentially tank some tower shots himself here. They don't have a lot of time.
Minions are here. Towers are at half.
1 tower down.
They're going to play for the end.
Ooh, okay. Both towers down. Are they going to focus Nexus or are they going to try and win the fight? Furbo wants that Nexus. Corki wants that Nexus. And that will be game. Furbo, KP, Koilin, Brian Lee very good, and Ryuzaki take over the victory. Whew. What
a hard-fought battle. It was really the Erebus versus Furbo show. These AD bruisers were absolutely insane on this last match.
Yeah. Wow. Crazy. Okay. So, let's see here. Let's update the bracket. So, check PayPal 1.
So it's a bracket reset, isn't it?
Yeah, we get a bracket reset.
Woohoo!
It's been a while since we've had a bracket reset here. Okay, so how this works. They said 2 random maps, so we're doing another random map, so I need to make the lobby again. I'll invite everyone. We're also going to be switching sides, and what I mean by that is that they will switch with their opponents, whatever their opponents were playing, that's what they'll play. My client has been very buggy today, Llama.
Oh no.
All right. I'll invite you, Llama. I can find you. There you are. So, check PayPal. Is team 1 this game?
Honestly, this was the team that I did not think have the better compositions still came out on top in the game. So after seeing what an incredible run Czech Venmo has had through the winners bracket, I mean, they took down Czech PayPal in round 2 earlier today, but Czech PayPal had that huge battle back. And then when I thought that Czech PayPal might have been on the back foot for the comp, they were still able to pull out a pretty awesome win here. They got some momentum on their side going into this last grand finals game now.
I agree. It's very exciting. Someone in chat just typed, happy to see Brand and he lose.
Yeah,
I'm not the
I
biggest
gotta
fan.
agree with you. I gotta
Nah.
agree with you. I mean, we were saying how they were saying, "Wait, what's gonna happen to this brand? We gotta ban him off the Rift."
Yep.
But yeah, to see him get taken down there,
Mm-hmm.
didn't get those godlike augments that you were kind of talking about, TK.
Yep. I'll ask if we're ready to go. Start the final match of the first ever ARAM Mayhem tournament. Furbo hits us with the R. Erebus hits us with the R. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Remember, please don't talk about draft. We don't want any spoilers, or in case they're listening.
So I just want to check in. Is it this? It's not the same champions that were just played, right? Because it's not like a traditional ARAM
No.
tournament.
No, because the reason why is that to access the Mayhem rules with the augments, it forces you to do a random draft.
Got it. Okay,
So,
that's good to know.
yeah, so no matter what, there's no like balance changes where certain teams get more champions than others. It's just normal ARAM like you're queuing up essentially.
Why are there still 8 bans on the top though?
Those aren't bans, those are picks. Because in
Oh,
ARAM
that
Mayhem you can reroll.
got it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I would love to talk about that because it's interesting, but then you reveal the draft. Oh wait, maybe I could.
Sure.
No, I would still reveal the draft. Yeah.
No, because yeah, you can still pull stuff from there.
Yeah, unfortunately. It would be super interesting to say, oh, why isn't this guy going, full AP
Well,
Skarner?
yeah, exactly. Should have been full AP corner. Okay, but now drafts are locked.
Yeah, we should be good to talk about it now.
Wow. Okay, so we just had Erebus, Mango, Nut Juice, Pooh Unicorns, and Dishonor have the loss in that last game, right? So they're coming to try to defend their upper bracket lives.
Correct.
They had two of the champs that we kind of considered to be some S tier champs with both Brand and Master Yi, and we saw why those could be powerful earlier with even the first pentakill of the day.
Yeah.
This time, Erebus is playing another hard carry pentakill type champion.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like.
Yeah.
Is that in fact the Samira?
I think it
that
was. I caught a
Erebus is
glimpse. I think
piloting?
it was Erebus. I think a lot of
Okay,
people on the
'cause
team play Samira, but I believe he's the one playing it.
I think about the BBB squad. If we had it at Samira on our team, that's going to Wiener Boopin.
Mm-hmm.
And with seeing what Erebus can do on those carries, right? You want your carry who's been carrying you through the upper bracket to be able to put on a show once again. And I mean, Samira's another champ to do it in ARAM.
Interesting that both teams don't really have a tank. Mordekaiser could go like a tankier build. He most likely will because they should have some type of frontline with that comp. But overall, it's just going to be just a heavy damage, brutal bloodbath is my prediction.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the poke that Mordekaiser team has, though, you see Zoe and Karma both as these like AP poke champs. Zoe can really surprise you with on the Sleepy Trouble Bubble how much damage can be pumped out there. But the other poke champ that's kind of a mystery is this Kog'Maw here because he has so much AP around him. I would say Kog'Maw is one of the best AP Kog'Maw, one of the best ARAM champs out there, especially if you can get some of those right augments. However, you are the only ADC on your team too, so I'm kind of expecting to see this Kog'Maw going in more of a attack speed on hit build.
Yeah, and Zoe's really strong in ARAM, as you brought up. She's also pretty buffed. I think she does damage reduction and does increase damage on the map. So she's even stronger than your normal Summoner's Rift Zoe. But on top of this,
Yeah.
the big thing is Samira W counters Zoe and counters Karma Q and counters Kog'Maw's abilities. So if Erebus is very patient with his W, he could potentially shut down fights. I think all eyes will be on Erebus this game, piloting the Samira, not only as a carry, but as a defense. And beautiful! Oh my gosh! I'm such a good script writer. It's
Wow.
Howling Abyss for our final
Oh,
game, the classic map.
couldn't be any other way.
Oh my
You want to give me
goodness.
a time check?
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
I'm with you.
19.
Thank you.
Okay. Nice. Wow. Perfect.
Wow, this is where it all
Beautiful.
started.
Man, I can't believe it's worked scripting the check PayPal and check Venmo teams in the finals, getting Llama in here to cast. Everything's going
Oh man.
smoothly.
First bubbles hits. I'm really gonna be looking at Brian Lee very good. I mean, I was praising this guy on some of the ultimates from Rise last game, as well as never dying with Ominous Pact. And now this time on the Zoe, one of the champions that you need to be landing these sleeps. He's 2 for 2 so far to be able to win.
Okay, it is an AD Kog'Maw. I will say, and even someone typed this in chat, and I actually agree, you don't necessarily need to go AD Kog'Maw here because they don't have any tank or frontline. Like, you could theoretically go AP and just build some magic then. But
I mean, I think what Ryuzaki is thinking is that this might go late game, right? And when I say late game in ARAM, we're talking 15 minutes or more. If you can get 3 or 4 items, AD Kog'Maw will be your DPS in fights.
that is true. Ipu Unicorns takes decent damage. Cleanse comes out from Brian Lee good. Oh, that was
Erebus too early or too late on that wind wall.
Yeah, Sleepy Trouble Bubble says put him to sleep.
Erebus
Erebus S rank. Ooh, guys go down. Doesn't get much done. Ryuzaki goes down, has his Kog'Maw passive, pulls him in. Furbo will not survive. Brian Lee very good. Does have Zoe bonus flash on his W. KP will get some health back. Looks like they'll just go back and reset their health. Any interesting augments that you've seen so far?
Not that I've really been paying attention to. Some of these are kind of more late game. The one thing I do want to notice is that this Mordekaiser actually started with a prismatic augment, so was able to get a random prismatic. But it's giving him protein shake, so heal and shield power based on armor and magic resist. Okay. Typically, that would mean if you're trying to give most value, you're going to go with tanky Mordekaiser, which could be a potential option. We kind of talked about that as being a potential choice for Furbo.
I think that's a good call, honestly, to go tank here. You could go Locket, that has a lot of armor and magic resist, and plus shielding. You can go Jackshow, as Furbo will go down there. Erebus hits S rank, but the invulnerability by its KP will let her stay in a little longer. Ipu Unicorns. Ryuzaki just going face first. He doesn't care if he dies. He has a passive. Double kill over onto the Kai'Sa. Triple kill, rather. Dishonor will take the Kog'Maw. Passive damage, triple kill for the Kog'Maw. But that will be a slight advantage for blue side.
Yeah, it is looking like Ryuzaki also disagrees with our chat viewer about going AP, because it is looking like Blade of the Ruined King is the first item, which we talked about no tanks. If we're going AD on hit, I don't think we need % health shred. So
Snapbacks.
Yeah, I mean, I think AD could get pulled off. I just don't know if you need that sustain as a first item.
We shall see. The game's eventually going to end.
Coming in.
It's just going to see who actually claims the throne of the champion.
Now that these ultimate abilities are unlocked, this is going to change up these team fights. I mean, the main ultimates that I'm looking at are some of these point and clicks that Dishonor has, as well as from Furbo, right? These are those two champions on both sides that could be game changers with flipping around a fight.
Ipu Unicorn engages. Here comes the S-rank Samira. Here comes the ultimate.
Xerath
ult follows up. Not going to tower dive, though. Will be a little more patient. Does take the snowball, but immediately puts to sleep. And that will be down for Erebus. Lucky Mango trying his best to kite with Kai'Sa in that awkward position and does ult to shield himself. Ryuzaki gets a shield, I believe, from the Karma. Ryuzaki doesn't care if he dies because he has a passive. Double kill onto Nefiri. Nefiri goes invulnerable. Dishonor goes down. Triple kill for its KP and a shield on top of that. Nutjuice will try his best to wave clear until his Yone and Samira return to try and help him.
With these champions coming up, neither team is wanting to delay level 7 in base. It looks like Lucky Mango is doing exactly that. Did pick up a Brutalizer in base. That'll give them some more damage with that second augment. But not everyone on that squad has their second augment yet.
Nutjuice loses a 1v1 in Furbo's Death Realm. Erebus, S-rank, hits the ultimate. Kills Furbo, kills Coiling. Ryuzaki's down as well. Brian Lee very good, does have Zoe W flash. Will use that. Kog'Maw passive does execute the Ipu Unicorns, a.k.a. Yone.
KP now coming back on the map with their second augment. Is going to go in right away. Has first aid kit chosen.
Interesting.
It's KP. Wants to make something happen here.
Ooh,
this dog might be a little excited. Flashes forward.
Oh. Mousear hit his outplay button. Not much you could do about that.
That was that point and click that I said could be game changing.
That is. Indeed, it can, especially against someone like Nefiri who wants to dive in deep. Ryan Lee very good. Has W flash. What's it called? Do you remember Zoe's W ability name? Can't I actually look it up? Isn't it like?
Yeah, that's a great question. I'll see once she uses flash what it becomes.
Oh, that's true.
KP going back in. This dog is not afraid.
Yeah, Erebus S rank.
You should be of Erebus.
Yeah, shielding coming up from Furbo. So many shields. Erebus goes down. Ipu Unicorns, I believe, is in a 1v1. It's hard to tell. He was. Lost some word. Oh, but Nutjuice with the snipe. That is a sentence I hope I never need to say again. It's KP. We'll be on her lonesome with Nefiri. We'll be okay.
And that's only one of two dogs on the rift. We just saw Pugmaw running back in super fast. That's due to the Get Excited augment that they have, picking up move speed and attack speed after getting a kill. And that's probably part of the reason why they opted for AD, as well as light him up as a second augment, dealing more damage every fourth auto attack. So some good options, I think, that Ryuzaki has been finding here. And these two dogs are who I'm looking at for the red squad.
Yeah, on the blue squad, I also think, I don't see it yet, maybe they will. I think they need to build shield interaction. I think Serpent's Fang with the Mordekaiser shields, Karma shields, Nefiri shields with the, what's it called, the escape one? Escape plan, that's right. I think he might need Serpent's Fang. I hopefully we see it quickly for them, but we'll see if I'm right or wrong. As Yone engages, goes drowsy, but is unstoppable and just teleports back.
Yone with their second augment did get a random gold augment. Ryuzaki going in.
Ooh, Airbus.
Jumped on, but how's that passive?
We'll take out Ipu Unicorns.
So Night Stalking for this Yone, if they kill a champion, they go invisible. So that's what they got as their second random augment. Outplay button once again.
Erebus a little too deep there. Does get a double kill before he goes down. I'm telling you, man, these shields are massive. It's KP. Goes down by the Malzahar E. Finally, very good. I love seeing a Zoe and ARAM. It's always impressive. Puts him to sleep. Doesn't decide to attack. Ooh, but the Malzahar E is going to kill you anyways. Tragedy for him. Pogma's back. Going with Bork and Rageblade already completed. Pretty strong. Doing a good job dodging the Nutjuice's abilities. Nutjuice seems like he wants to die, though. 1v1. Mordekaiser. Ryuzaki goes down. Mordekaiser will take down the Malzahar. Ipu Unicorns will also be taken down by Furbo. And Furbo is just the raid boss. Look at those shields! The triple kill! S-Rank is irrelevant for Airbus with how tanky Furbo is.
And this is, I think, where the blue squad is going to say, hey, guys, who's buying a Serpent's Fang? Because you're absolutely right, Tournament King. Like, when you got a Karma who's able to Mantra E the whole team, not to mention the escape plan that KP has with, like, 1100 shield, plus Furbo now, even though they don't have the most tanky build yet, they also have an escape plan. So just insane shields that need to start getting shredded through. And honestly, Samira might be the one to pick it up.
Kai'Sa going, oh, interesting. Kai'Sa went Mana Mune and Lune's Echo. So going for more of a hybrid-esque build, it would appear. Yone has Kraken.
Which is interesting where, I mean, it's mainly for that Bread and Jam, has a 100 W haste. So we'll be able to spam it once she gets that. But in order to get the W upgrade, you need to have 100 AP. She is at that 100 threshold, actually, right now. So it does have that upgraded W every time it lands.
That is quite annoying if you're against the other team. And they don't really have a tanky person that can stand and just tank everything with that. So you're going to have to try your best to dodge here as an engage happens. Xerath ultimate comes out. Erebus is at A rank, is at S rank, pops the ultimate, but immediately goes down, taken out. Oh, Yono misses. Furbo goes down, though. Ipu Unicorn still flashes forward. Koilin gets a kill there. Ryuzaki on his own gets taken down. Passive. Well, who will you do? Will you try and go for one, or will you try and go for two? He'll go for one, and Lucky Mango is lucky enough to survive. Nutjuice, Dishonor, and Lucky Mango will try their best to take this tower and maybe take a reset.
Yep, they're going to try to get as much damage as they can before dying, knowing that these respawns will spell their demise, and they're just going to try to maybe even get an execute if they can. Lucky Mango running into these towers, going to see if they can die before giving the kill, but Ryuzaki does still pick up the kill credit.
Its KP has returned. We'll just stick the kills for themselves. And I believe I saw its KP with a Divine Intervention. I did. So invulnerability. So that's interesting, because I feel like Nefrir is going to be far away from his team, but we'll see how they play around this Divine Intervention now. Maybe its KP will switch up their playstyle.
I gotta give a shout out to Kog'Maw's third augment here. Wait for the fight.
Erebus will go down. I think they were a little too aggressive. Their teammates needed to take a reset, and they just took the portal. Unfortunate for them.
So it's killing time on Kog'Maw. After casting ultimate, marks everyone for death, meaning they take 40% more damage. Remember, you don't need to hit anyone with that ultimate. You just have to press R. As long as anyone's in range, they take 40% more damage. It is absolutely busted on Kog'Maw. That number is going to get so high so quick.
Yep. And as I stated, 8-second cooldown, so he's going to be spamming that constantly. It's basically just, hey, 1 free damage, here you go. As Kog'Maw does take a lot of damage, we'll get Lucky Mango. Triple kill onto the Kai'Sa. Down goes to the Zoe for killing the Kai'Sa. And now we have Erebus and his squad going forward, trying to take that tower now.
All right, so Samira with third augment has gotten Lethal Tempo and Conqueror. That's going to be a big one for them, and that was actually a random prismatic that they picked up. Twice, thrice for this Kai'Sa, so able to get more on hits. Skilled Sniper on Xerath is going to be a game changer if they can stay far away. Getting an 80% refund on cooldowns after they hit an ability after over 700 range. That is massive.
That is massive for sure. Again, it's going to be tough because you don't have a front line for yourself. You just really need to stay back and let the Xerath do his thing. And then we still see no Serpent's Fang on the side of blue team. So, I mean, they're
Oh,
winning so far without it, but I'll be curious if it will come back to haunt them. As a Divine Intervention, it's kind of unfortunately wasted there, but you have no control over the timing. So, have a bit of window there. Oh,
Furbo
Mouse,
going in.
interesting interaction. Furbo gets ulted by Malzahar, but ults right before that and cancels it. So Furbo in the 1v1 with Nut Juice. Nut Juice gets pulled back by Mordekaiser. Airbus S tier, but it will get low. It's KP win invulnerable. Airbus takes down Furbo. Ipu Unicorns goes down as well. Lucky Mango trying his best to kite this awkward situation. Shield comes into Ruizaki. Will protect himself. Dishonor dodges the Zoe Sleepy Trouble Bubble. And Kog'Maw wants to tower dive. Might as well. You have the passive double kill over to Kog'Maw. And now they will be the first one to take the second tower from their opponents. And potentially the inhib.
And that is the DPS in team fights that required the AD Kog'Maw here, TK. Without having AD Kog'Maw, you just don't have that same lethality when it comes to these team fights. And we saw how they were able to get the ace here. Now they're going to trade their lives now that they picked up the inhib. But there's no way an AP Cog is able to dish out that much consistent DPS as they were in that fight.
Ooh, they trade. Yone gets 2 kills. Zoe gets the Samira. Again, unfortunately for Erebus, he mistimed his W. He didn't W the Sleepy Trouble Bubble. He W'd after he got hit by it. So I can't, maybe, I guess Zoe's just doing a good job of just sneaking it in and surprising him.
You see what else got snuck in here by Yone as the third item?
Oh my gosh. The lad. Ipu Unicorns built it. He knows the tech. Oh, and Samira. Erebus has it too. Serpent's Fang purchased. 2 people with
There
Serpent's
it
Fang.
is.
Guarantee you their stats are going to be like 2,000 next fight, at least.
Yep, easily. Speaking about crazy stats, already killing time at 2,400 here, Tournament King. And so this team fight is going to maybe make or break the game 13 minutes in.
Oh, Furbo instantly snowballs. Oh, ults the Malzahar ults him in response. Dishonor goes down 1v1. Divine Intervention is coming down. Does proc it onto the Mordekaiser. The front line is invulnerable. Brian Lee very good. Takes out Yone. Furbo is trying his best to do this. Erebus tries his best to save his team though. Erebus D-rank did pop his ultimate. Does go down. Its KP is low. Skilled Sniper, Nut Juice, needs to land every single ability in hopes that he doesn't end. Its KP gets a shield from the Karma. Okay, Nut Juice does survive. He does have Skilled Sniper. He does have Magic Missile. Great weapon combinations. Will he be able to snipe them from far away? Its KP goes invulnerable. Brian flashes.
Flash.
Nut Juice flashes in response. Does dodge this thing. Oh, another flash. Okay, he must have multiple flashes. Xerath ult comes out, trying to take out its KP. Its KP has a shield and just dodges it, it would appear.
Second, Nexus Tower is down.
Yeah, Koilin is trying to run away. They're going to go for a reset, but the Nexus is exposed, and now they need to clear waves. Sleepy Trouble Bubble lands on the Net Juice, but it's not going to be responding. Brian Lee, very good, will just walk it off after putting Xerath to sleep.
This makes it incredibly challenging and punishing. If you lose one more fight, it might spell the end of the game. 4 members alive. Its KP still 15 seconds until respawning. 4 items completed on Kog'Maw. 4 items is going to be the difference maker. KP also sitting at 4 when they respawn, but here comes Lucky Mango going in early.
Oh, and this Paddle Star chunks Ipu Unicorns. Does have some life still, so we get some health back. Yeah, this is very intense. I think the blue team just needs to get a perfect ace in order to end. I think that's their only hope at this point. Serpent's Fang check. What are we looking at? 3,000 damage on Samira and 600 on Yone.
Here goes Furbo.
Furbo picks off Nut Juice. That is big. Ipu Unicorns also will go down. Samira S rank will get shut down. And that is going to be a clean ace in favor of red team. And they're just going to run it down and probably go for the end and win the ARAM Mayhem tournament. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a game. Fist bumps. GG's already. These teams are best buds. Check PayPal, check Venmo, but only one will stand. And that will be the champion of the Howling Abyss ARAM Mayhem tournament.
Wow. An absolute masterclass these last 2 games.
Indeed.
But
Wow.
check PayPal. Could it have been anyone else?
Check PayPal. Yep. Check Venmo. Good games. Some crazy good games. Well played. We are now going to do an interview. Hopefully, if one of them is willing. Llama, you're welcome to stay here and ask questions or just hang out.
I'll trip out and hang out in the chat though. But yeah, dude, I appreciate those are so fun. I love ARAM Mayhem tourneys. That was a blast, TK.
Yeah, well, thank you for joining. It was always a pleasure having you around, whether you're commentating or competing.
I appreciate you.
All
Well,
right.
big GG again to Check PayPal for having a massive win here in the ARAM Mayhem tourney.
Yes, sir. All right. Have a good one, Llama. Thank you so much. All right. Let's see. Congrats! I love joining a Discord server where everyone's muted. All right. Does anyone want to do a winners interview? All right. Anyone want to? You don't need to if you don't want to. I'm not going to force you to. Perhaps next time. All right. Well, congrats. I will. I don't know if I have all of you added, but I will try and send you your prizes as soon as I can. Talk to you guys in a bit. Of course. Have a good one. All right, none of them. I don't think my mic picked it up. Unfortunately, they did not want to do an interview, which is a-okay. I'm not going to force someone to do something that they don't want to do. But wow, what a game! Did they post the matchups? Final game? I don't. They did not, but that's okay. We have it right. I clicked out of it like a dum dum, a big dummy dum dum. But that will be it. Check PayPal. Let's do the put the final nail in the coffin. Hopefully, I don't get any crazy ads. Check PayPal. Submit. What's this say? Not juice. Erebus said he'll do the interview for the other team. Is he serious? I'll ask the man himself. That would. What you says? He's serious. Erebus says, nah, he capping. Man, how deep do I want to take this? I won't. I want to say Airbus does. We won't. Wow. But yeah, what a comeback from Czech PayPal. Very, very good games. Honestly, I thought this was going to be a lot more snowbally than I expected, but every single game was relatively close. It wasn't just a complete stomp with the exception of maybe one or two. All right. So this is it. That's the end of the ARAM Mayhem tournament. This will also be the final tournament of the year, just because with the holiday season, it's like you just never know if someone's available or not. With Thanksgiving happening soon, and then you have Christmas coming soon. This isn't guaranteed, so do not quote me on this. But I'm thinking of maybe just have something doing like custom games in December, with nothing really serious about it, just having fun, doing some maybe ARAM Mayhems, maybe some Summoner's Rift because the snowfall map will be available. So make sure to stay tuned for that. As for tournaments, though, there's nothing for the rest of this year. The ARAM Battle of Royalty, which will be playoffs, will be probably early next year. I just don't have time to do it with everything that's coming up, unfortunately, so we'll just do it next year. Until then, next tournament next year, maybe I'll stream the custom games if we do it. I guess that's it for me. Special thank you for Llama for hopping in and casting at the end. I appreciate it. He's never done that before. He's casted before, but not in this server. Let's give a shout out to the final teams of the final tournament of the year where anyone's eligible to join. Boneshark Wizards, Beanshark, Aliuna, Bone Kevin, Sharu, and the Lizard Wizard. Check PayPal. This image is not very relevant, so I'm just going to shout out the people that actually participated. Ryuzaki, Furbo, it's KP, and Koilin, and Brian Lee, very good. Check Venmo with Erebus, Lucky Mango, new frame play. I don't know if New Frame played. I'll admit, I feel very embarrassed about this because they changed their roster and I don't think they updated it. Yeah, okay, I'm not crazy. Whatever. We're just gonna roll with it. Sorry guys. Enoza, Andrew Dagoat, Andrew Die, hashtag Goat, Dishonor, Raven, Stoic, Maple. We have Naru Not Amused, a set of numbers, Ariyashi, Espresso Kitten, Bang by Jing, Zombie Smurf. We have Queefazoids, Creamy Pie, Dr. Phil, Lako-chan, Omega, Water Elf, Tall but Small, Zero Zen RL, Borbgol, Faye, Laminak, and Beanie, who I also need to unblock. I jokingly blocked Laminak, and I don't know how to unban him. Is it somewhere here? Block list. Here we go. Oh, I don't remember blocking most of these people. Does it go in order of blocked to least blocked? I think I only block people that spam. Wow, I blocked this many people? Oh man. Okay, I'll figure that out on my own time. Uh, so beanie. And you in Luong neighborhood making an impressive run. Catacon, Jade Wanderer, Project Snail, Soon Kayuli Bunny, and Soon Kayuli Bunny again. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. We'll see the tournaments next year. Oh, also, end of the year rewards. I don't know when that will be posted. I have made zero effort on making edits to that because I wanted to make sure to get this tournament done first. But the end of the year rewards, again, that's the person with the most honorable, most victories, and most participation will win those rewards for a free mystery skin at the end of the year. I will also be making the announcement for most honorable teams. What this means is you can go to your team chat and then you can vote for a team that you thought was the most honorable. Make sure to vote, because if you do not vote and a team votes for you, then you're not going to win. In order to win the vote, you actually need to vote yourselves. So I need to go do that. I'm not going to show that on stream, but make sure to go to your team chat and we'll post the honorable team vote in a second. Until then, next time, next month, see you in December. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your holiday season. And congratulations to the champions. Peace out, everybody.